The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers podcast, show number 375. Being recorded on Monday, November the 22nd, 2021. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus, also known as JesusWalksAlot. Today I'm joined by my friend from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief. Henley Merrill is back with us. Welcome back, Henley. Welcome.
Hey guys, how we doing? How's it going?
Howdy. We're doing mighty fine, sir. How you doing?
Doing good. Everything's good out here.
Well, that's good to hear, Gunny. Good to hear. And from Little Ohio, driving the Camaro through all the snow, the Mayo, Steve Williams back. Welcome, Mayo. Welcome.
What's up, Jesus? Yeah, dude, all the snow. You know, my Camaro's white, so I keep losing it in the snow. You know, there's so much snow.
You go out and do donuts in the parking lots?
No, I would not do that, Jesus.
Oh, yeah, you totally would not do that. Yeah.
No, that would be an unsafe act, and I couldn't do something like that.
Just go do donuts in, like, the Walmart parking lot in the middle of the night, just in the snow, just you know you want to. I've done it. Everyone's done it at Walmart. Just go do it.
Just go to Walmart, right?
Yeah, go to the Walmart parking lot.
You put those spikes on your tires in the winter?
No, fuck no.
No.
Fuck no, you just drive in that shit. You just drive. They're not illegal. You just can only have them in the winter. Yeah. The fuck you telling me you get spikes on your tires, Gunny?
No, I was told it was illegal in California, but maybe in certain counties or whatever, because I don't live where it snows.
Yeah.
So it doesn't snow here where I live.
So it's probably illegal in your county, but in I would say in Northern California.
Like Sacramento. Like going that direction, like towards the mountains.
Yeah.
Towards Nevada.
Yeah, I bet there's probably a lot of people with snow tires up there. Here in Oregon, they're not illegal, but you cannot have them during the summer. There's like a time period where you will get a fine if the cop pulls you over and you have that shit. Yeah. But other than that, no. Fuck no. You just drive in the snow, Gunny. Just chance that shit, bro.
Yeah, just go for it.
Yep. Switching tires, that's expensive. It takes time.
Yeah, it's expensive. Takes time.
Different tires, you gotta change them, switch them over under the rim. You gotta pay somebody to do that, or you buy
extra rims. Yeah,
right. And then it's easy to switch, but you gotta have that money in the extra rims.
Yeah, it's annoying, dude. Fuck all that. Fuck all that shit. Back in the day, I bought these really expensive fucking rims from one of my cars. I think the rims probably cost me more than the car did in total.
You're a redneck when that happens.
But I was young as fuck, so I put these rims on my car and shit. It looked fucking nice, man, but the rims themselves were too nice that I couldn't drive them during the winter. So I would swap out my tires. During the winter time, I would switch them out to the old ghetto stock tires, put those on the fucking car. And then you leave those on.
We see that a lot. We see that a lot here, like a lot of imports that are kind of, you'll tell they're all lowered and they're kind of done up looking.
Yeah.
And they'll have these like generic tires with just plain rims without no hubcaps or nothing in the center of them. You just know they just throw those on because they don't want to put their good
yeah, fuck no. Those tires are expensive and the rims are expensive. So imagine.
We can drive the car around all winter and stuff like that, but we don't want to mess the rims up.
Yeah, bro. Have you ever bought a nice pair of shoes, Mayo? Okay, listen, you buy like some $300 pair of fucking shoes. You don't want to wear those fuckers in the rain, so you don't wear them when it rains.
Yeah, or mud or snow.
Yeah. Come on, Mayo. You put your ghetto shoes on to walk in the rain.
Right. What if you don't have ghetto shoes?
Well, then you get ghetto shoes.
You just make a pair of ghetto shoes, and you just make them.
Go ask a bum. Go give him a few bucks and ask him if he's gonna.
Yeah, bro, you can have your
take
shoes. Yeah. I'm just saying, it's the same thing for cars. You got to have nice rims, but then you take them off so you don't fuck them up during the winter. Then you put them back on during the summer, so everyone's like, "Whoa, nice rims, man." You're like, "Yeah, bro."
And then, so I'm wondering, Jesus, when you put the hobo rims on there, and then when you go to I don't know, you go to somewhere like work or whatever, you have to put a sign on it saying, "Don't tow it. It's my work car. I don't know. Like, don't fucking tow it.
Hey, yo, this car is not fucking abandoned. It's not an abandoned car, just leave it. Oh, shit.
Because they won't recognize it. They're going to be like, we left their car here.
Fuck. That's the worst.
It's going to the tow yard.
I got a question for you guys. Have you guys ever been in a position where you went somewhere, say you're on a date or something, or hanging out with your friends or something, and you go in and you're having fun, it's all fun and games, right? It's late at night, and you come back out and your car's gone. And you're like, holy fuck, one of two things happened. This shit either got stolen or it was towed.
Right.
Has that ever happened to you?
I don't think so. I don't think that's ever... No, I don't think that's ever happened.
It has happened to me.
Yeah? Yeah, your car stolen?
It's kind of... No, it was towed. And it's kind of a funny story because we were at a wedding. And the people told us where to park for the wedding. And so I parked where the people had told us to park, and then some other cars parked right beside me. Thought nothing of it. Later on the night, the reception was kind of like right there, all in one place. And like 2 o'clock in the morning, we're leaving the reception, and our car's gone. We're like, oh, shit. When we found out like my car and all the cars beside me was towed because... where they parked was actually like a gate area for the police department, and that's how they get their cop cars in and out. So their cars in and out of their lot, and so they had our cars towed. Well, luckily, the people at the wedding, my ex-father-in-law was the mayor of that town, and so he knew the cops and all that stuff, and he found out that they were towed, and he took care of it all, and we didn't have to pay anything. We got them back that night, but. Yeah, we come back out in our car, we're gone, and we're like, what the heck? But we just parked where we were told. And there was no sign. We didn't see a sign or nothing because another car was kind of blocking it. So we just parked there and thought nothing of it. And I'm like, okay, this is good, like I said, my ex-father-in-law was the mayor of that town.
Yeah.
You had connections.
Parked there. Next thing I know, our cars were gone.
Interesting. Yeah, it happened to me once. I was hanging out with some friends, and we went to the hookah bar to smoke some hookah, and we're chilling. I parked in this fucking parking lot. I didn't think much of it. I just fucking pulled in because there was nowhere else to park. I'm like, fuck it, because this hookah lounge was like in the middle of like a neighborhood, like in an actual like fucking neighborhood. It was like a house that was converted into a business or something. So we go there, everybody's in there partying, loud music and shit. There's a fucking, people playing loud ass music, speakers, everyone's just chilling. Then we go outside and shit's gone, dude.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it was bad. It was pretty bad. I couldn't find my car, and then then you have to fucking sit there and you're like, okay, fuck, what do you do now? And then I'm like, oh, there's a towing company sign on the fucking entrance.
That number.
Okay, let me call these guys. And they're like, oh, yeah, did you happen to park in this parking lot? I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, yeah, we towed that shit like an hour ago. I'm like, you motherfuckers, dude. It was a bitch. It sucks. Then you got to pay the towing fine or whatever the fuck, and the fucking... the fee, that fucking stupid, dude. It was so dumb.
They charge you an arm and a leg these days.
I learned my lesson after that. I'll pay $10 parking even at times when I go to, because in Portland, you go to Portland sometimes.
Yeah.
And up there, everything's paid parking, everything. I'm talking like everywhere. It's fucking paid parking. And even if you pull into like a lot, it'll be like you have to pay this dude at the window $10 or $5. Or there's a little kiosk that you have to put it like, you put in your license plate, then you put in how much time you need, and then it charges you or whatever, right? It charges your card, and then when you leave, you go back up there and you put in your license plate that you're leaving, and then you fucking leave. But yeah, man, like I'll pay fucking $15 parking. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm like, fuck that, dude. You either do that than fucking get your car stolen because you parked it in the fucking free area with the ghetto fucking crackheads all around.
Yeah.
Or you pay somebody to watch your car for 2 hours, That's what you do, man.
Man, that would be I can see if it was a random thing, but if you're going to work, yeah. Definitely. Well, I guess it depends on what you're doing. Pay the pay the $10 to $20 a day. Either that or get your windows broken.
Yeah, or your car's stolen and gone.
Yeah,
just fucking gone.
right.
I know a guy who was working in Portland as a landscaper. He got his fucking car, his truck, with the trailer attached to it, fucking stolen while he was working.
Oh, jeez.
He goes back out to look for his some tools and shit. The fucking shit's gone. He's like, "What the fuck?
Oh shit!
What the fuck's my work truck? I thought I parked right here." Quickly realized that shit was fucking gone. All the tools. When they found it, the truck was fine, but surprisingly, it was fine because a lot of cars that get found up here in Oregon, in Portland, usually in this area.
Right, they go
fucking stripped, dude. They're like nothing. It's like a shell. Like the car is just a shell. Like there's nothing left in it. Like literally, they'll just dump the shell of the car somewhere, and everything's gone.
Yeah.
I'm talking the fucking engine, the doors, the fucking hood, the lights, the seats.
Or it's like a survival of the fittest thing, right? They'll take it. They'll take all the tools. It's still, and then they park it in a different ghetto, and then those ghetto people come
and steal it again.
They take the tires, right? Yeah, until there's just nothing left,
Yeah, there's literally I've seen people because there's a few Facebook groups that I'm part of that are like people that have their car stolen here in the Pacific Northwest. I mean, it's all the way up to Seattle and shit. But like some people find their cars, dude, and their cars are just nothing. It's like nothing's left. It's like, fuck, dude, that sucks. Because like literally there'll be nothing fucking left of the car. It's just like, it's just like fucking gone. It's just a fucking piece of metal left.
A carcass, yeah.
The cops are like, "Oh, we found your car." Like, "Oh, thanks, dude. It's real helpful, guys. Thank you, guys.
Right.
It's so helpful. I'll drive it home, motherfucker." It's shitty, dude. I'm like, I feel bad for those people. But yeah, it happens a lot here in Oregon. Car theft is on the rise, guys. So keep a lock on your car. Mayo.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you better keep a lock on your car. Someone will jack that shit real quick.
Yeah, I lock that thing all the time.
Put a fucking tracker on that motherfucker.
Yeah, like the garage is locked and the car is locked in the garage.
Should put a tracker on the car, man. Put a tracker on there.
I don't have it activated, but I could use OnStar. Technically,
there you go. Use OnStar. Can they OnStar?
Then they might be onto me. They could like track me.
Yeah, they can.
Track me all the time, and then I'm doing all my illegal activities over here in Ohio.
This motherfucker was here at this crack house for 3 hours. What was he doing?
Right.
Oh shit! Gunny's wife made an appearance real quick. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. We're back. It's been a week. You guys miss us? I hope. Maybe. But yeah, we're here to talk about video games. You can follow us on Twitter _Horrible Gamers. You can follow us on Facebook, Horrible Gamers Podcast. You can like our page. The show goes up there as well as every audio platform in the world. That's right, Mayo. Every single one.
Every one of them.
You know that? You know where that? We're every single platform in the world. We're on it. We're on it. Go ahead, find us, search us.
Multi-platform.
World premiere.
Exclusive.
Bringing this back again.
World premiere. Fucking Microsoft. Every fucking game. World premiere. Oh, shit. Anyways. Yeah, do all that. Big shout out to our Patreon machines over at patreon.com/horrible gamers to support the show with the monies, like our friend Leahy, the legendary Big D, Jason Sams, Robert Noble, Sean Pacharek, Chad, Vaderholic, the Commandalorian, Henley M, Pork Chop Poo, best HGP host ever, John Jerome, Evan, some girls, Big D Tanaka, Jonathan Titan, Big D Hall, and the first HGP Patreon, Bill Still, even the biggest D, Gardner the second. Thank you guys for supporting the show with the monies. And, yeah. Thank you guys. I love you all.
Thank you all.
I love y'all. But, yeah. Anyways, what the fuck else are we supposed to do here? I haven't done this in so long that I don't know.
I know. It's like you leave for 2 weeks. We leave for 2 weeks, and then
what the fuck am I supposed to do here, guys? I mean, is this a podcast?
There's a script you're supposed to follow.
Is there a script here?
Maybe something like Redbubble, maybe.
Oh, there it is. I'm off of the show notes. Sorry, guys. Go to Redbubble, people. Christmas is coming, Mayo. Did you know that?
It is, really.
Christmas, yeah. I don't know if you knew this. In Ohio, I don't know if you guys celebrate Christmas out there, but...
Oh, yeah, we do tend to celebrate Christmas here as well.
Okay. Oh, so you guys are like Americans. Okay. Yeah.
We gotta get through Thanksgiving first, but yeah, we do celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, well, Christmas is coming, Gunny. You know that?
I knew that. I'm ready.
Okay, well, Christmas is coming. And the holidays are coming.
You're getting me something?
Hanukkah's coming. What else? Kwanzaa. What else? Thanksgiving.
Festivus.
Whatever you celebrate, it's all coming next month. Or it's this month. Or next month. New Year's is coming. Maybe you celebrate New Year's. Maybe you're one of those people. I don't know. Anyways, it's all coming, right, guys? It's all going to be here pretty soon. I mean, you have less than 60 days, man, at this point. Less than 60 days. Think about that.
I mean, the rest of the year went fast already, so the 60 days is going to fly by.
Nothing, dude. So, I know you need last-minute Christmas gift ideas.
I do need them.
I know you do, Mayo, because I read minds, okay? I'm a fucking mind reader, and I just read your mind, and you're like, holy shit, I need a last-minute gift idea for Nancy at the office for that corporate Christmas get-together.
Definitely.
That we're having. That's totally not called a Christmas get-together because that would not be politically correct, but it's called like a holiday cheer fest or something. I don't know. Anyways, you're her secret Santa. She don't know this, but you do. And, you need to get her something. Now, you may be thinking, Nancy has a pretty nice desk, right? Mm-hmm. But you know what's not on that desk? You know what's not on that desk, Gunny?
What's not on there?
An acrylic block.
Oh, yes. No, it's not.
It's not on there. So, I'm a firm believer in acrylic blocks. And I feel like every desk needs one. I mean, if you have a desk and you don't have an acrylic block on that desk, then you're not anybody in that company. I mean, let's be real here. You're just nobody. You're just a peon. You gotta have a fucking acrylic block, Gunny, to make yourself be something. I
think so. I think just having like an award on your desk is not enough.
No. Fucking awards. Who cares? Best sales of the quarter 2021.
Blah, blah, blah.
Trash. Nobody cares. But you got the CEO walking by and they see an acrylic block and they're like, holy shit, who is this guy? Who is this woman? Who is this person? Because I'm not assuming their gender. It's the Activision CEO. He doesn't assume genders. All right? He's walking by. He looks into your office and he sees an acrylic block. You know what they're going to do, Gunny? They're gonna tell their assistant, hey, who the fuck is in that office? Who is that person? And they might just be like, well, it's Gunny. He's in the office. That's where he works. It's that low peon Gunny. And he's like, no, that guy ain't no peon. I want him in the executive suite on the top floor tonight. And then next thing you know, she's going to walk in there and be like, yo, Gunny, you got a meeting in the executive room upstairs right now, 10 minutes, get up there. And you're like, holy shit, I've been waiting for this my whole life.
I'm in the circle now. I am in the circle.
Next thing you know, you're in the circle and you're just chilling with some CEO doing cocaine off of hookers off the coast of Paris.
Ooh. Living the high life.
Somewhere in France, off the coast of France, doing cocaine in a yacht with some CEO.
Okay, honey.
Okay? That's what you're doing. This is what an acrylic block's going to get Nancy. If you buy it for her, Mayo, she might just end up doing all that.
Right.
So go get yourself an acrylic block for Nancy. Secret Santa. Look, you know what I'm giving out for Christmas this year?
Shower curtains?
Yes.
That end?
Well, fuck, I mean, you kind of read my mind. I know a few people that can use some shower curtains, all right? I'm not going to lie.
What is that? What are you implying here?
I know a few people that can use some shower curtains, so I'm saying. But I'm also going to maybe get some socks, maybe some acrylic blocks, or maybe a clock. I don't know. I mean, it's just so many possibilities. They're all endless. Go over to Redbubble, get yourself some gear. Just search for Horrible Gamers in the search bar or Horrible Gamers Podcast, whichever one. It'll pop up with somebody wearing a logo, usually a guy or a girl, or they or them, or a person. Just leave it at that. It's a person. Yeah, go. You look, Mayo. You got a new cell phone coming for Christmas? What do you do with your phone? You put it in a case.
Well, yeah, you got to. You got to protect them things. They're
All
expensive
right.
these days.
You buy a case over at Redbubble, and it'll be there by the time your phone gets there, and you put the phone in the case when you open it up on Christmas. Boom. What a better stocking stuffer than that, Gunny. A phone case.
Yeah. Some earbuds and a phone case.
Yeah. Get yourself a nice laptop. Maybe get yourself a laptop bag, Get yourself a nice tote bag. I don't fucking know. Get yourself a water bottle. Fuck if I know, man. Just get yourself some stuff over at Redbubble. Christmas is coming. Holidays are here. Cheers for everyone. Cheer and joy, Gunny. Cheer and joy. Yeah.
Merry, merry, merry.
Yeah, cheer and joy for everybody, Gunny. That's all we're trying to spread here at Horrible Gamers. Also, speaking of cheer and joy, big shout out to our intro and outro music maker, Phantom Inc., for the music to the podcast. You can find their music over at YouTube, over on Spotify, over on Apple Music, Pandora. I don't know where else. Just go look at those places and you'll probably find them everywhere else. And, I guess with that being said, it's time. It's time, Gunny.
Is it conspiracy time now?
No, it's video game time.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Video game time. Woo! Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the actual Horrible Gamers podcast, the real one. This is the real one right here. If you made it to the last 40 minutes, then you're a fucking trooper. You are the real one.
Is it like those TikTok videos when they say something like, "Okay, now that all those people are gone"?
Yeah. This is for the real gamers right here. No.
Okay, now we get the non-gamers out of the way.
Yeah, you got to.
Now that you listen to our long, between the commercials that people pay us.
Yeah.
So.
Fucking.
This is the real part of the show.
This is the real part of the show. Yeah. Fuck those fake people that fucking leave it in the first 10 minutes. I don't want to listen to these guys talk about Camaros and shit. Fuck those guys, huh, Mayo? Fuck them.
That's right.
Fucking losers.
Talk about Camaros all the time.
Fucking loser-ass motherfuckers. Speaking of Camaros, I saw a Camaro in Forza Horizon 5. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Forza Horizon 5 came out a couple weeks ago when we were done with the show. So yeah, great launch. It was on Game Pass. Cool game, good game, fun game. I like it. It's fun. But like I said on the show, it's a game that I play and I just play for like an hour and then I'm done. I'm like, okay, I'm just done. I'm not fucking gonna drive around and it just gets boring. I don't want to drive. I drive around in real life, Gunny. What the fuck do I want to drive around in a game for? So I just kind of get bored of it and fucking play and then I'm done.
We were. So Mayo, it was me, you, and Nico in a chat last night. We were just talking about how it's definitely more Forza, but a lot of what would you say? With what?
With more Forza.
Yeah, with more Forza, basically. And yeah, I agree with that assessment, even though because I've been putting so much time into a certain game here. But yeah, there's a few things that are like, okay, cool, it's a new setting and that quality of life improvements here that I really enjoy. And obviously, yes, every game looks better and better and better, right? Like it's going to be real life here soon, and that's awesome. And Mexico's awesome. It totally, because I'm in California, so I'm in that same sort of, some of the biomes, right? They're similar. Not all of them, but not the tropical parts. But yeah, I definitely recognize those deserts for sure.
I can,
in the Southern California region, where I'm like, it definitely feels like I've been here before.
One thing I can really say I like about this game, and it's always felt really weird to me, and I know why they did it the last couple games, obviously, because of the environments that they were in, but I'm actually driving on the right side of the road this time. I'm no longer being the rebellious person I am and always driving on the wrong side of the road, because the last couple of Forzas, you were supposed to be driving on the left, and I just stayed on the right. I didn't care. I'm like... I'm American.
You were like, fuck it. I'm American. I'm driving me a Camaro. I don't give a shit if I'm an English.
No. If you were American, you had to have been driving the big truck on the right side. Okay. You gotta drive the big pickup truck on the right side, and then that's it. Do they even have pickups in Europe? Do they even have them? Do they even exist over there?
I wonder, I wonder if they call them like they do in Australia. Anybody in England, let me know. Do you call them lorries also? Are they called lorries? Wait, isn't that where they're called lorries?
No, they're called lorries. But I'm talking like pickup trucks. Do they have pickup trucks out there?
Oh, I think we asked about that, didn't we? Do they have like Ford F-150s?
Yeah, do they got like Ford F? I want to see like a Ford F-350.
Oh, a 350? What do you think? They got cattle ranches out in England, right? Come on.
I want to see a fucking Dodge Ram Bighorn.
Bighorn? Yeah, Bighorn edition.
Fucking driving down the road. You know what I mean?
Little rebel flag on the front.
That's funny because you're pretty much now in Ohio already. Yeah. You sit there and say that, and I'm just having flashbacks to my week, right? And my oldest son was actually in a car accident. And he hit a deer, and then he hit after he hit the deer, his airbag deployed, hit a guardrail, and he spun sideways, and the back of his pickup truck was hit by a 350. So that was kind of funny. You said 350, and then almost like a week before that, my brother bought a brand new Dodge Ram Bighorn Edition truck. So it's just kind of funny you mentioned both of those.
That's Bighorn country out where you're at.
Told you I'm a mind reader, man. Told you.
You are. I can see it.
Fucking Jesus the mind reader over here. Anyways, yeah, them bighorn trucks. Yeah, I wonder. No, it's fucking Europe. They're a bunch of pussies over there. They probably drive some lame-ass brand. Give me a lame-ass brand, Gunny.
I'm thinking is Nissan a lame brand?
Yeah,
I know there's a million of them out there besides
some pussy truck. Give me like some.
Do they have the Frontier?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. There's like some crappy Nissan trucks. Sorry to listeners who are thinking, hey. Oh, maybe I'm sure Mitsubishi makes some trucks out there. They're not the best brand.
They drive some Mitsubishi fucking lame ass little truck. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They probably drive.
But is there something that's going to hook you, Jesus? That's going to not keep you, but like, I want to go back into Forza again or whatever. And do you look at this game and say, hey, this is more of a driving game than a racing game?
That's a good question. No, yeah.
Right? Because Ryan McCaffrey kind of looked at it that way, and I'm like, damn, I never thought of it that way.
It really is. I mean, Forza like motorsport, I guess. That's a racing game. That's a racing game, right? Like
that's a racing sim.
Yeah. This one is more like you're just driving around doing shit, like whatever you really want to do. Like you want to drive in the mud. You want to drive in the forest. You want to jump off of this mountain. You want to fucking race an airplane, or you want to fucking do whatever. It's like they don't give a shit. It's just like whatever. It's all here, dude. You want to race a boat? Go ahead. You want to whatever. It's all here. Just fucking do it all. It doesn't matter. And like I said, the game is good. It's just not my type of game, really. And I'm only gonna play it every once in a while. Like I'll probably jump in and try that Battle Royale mode. I'll probably check that out at some point. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I have not done that yet.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I heard they kept it the same and or similar as Horizon 4.
Yeah, and it was good on it was good on Horizon. I mean, it was a fun mode with it like, you start off, everyone starts off with little fucking Mini Coopers or whatever, and then you switch over to the next car, and the next car, next car, next car.
Yeah, and there's another mode they added in there. It was more of a 2v2 or something, but I want to try that. Or was it 3v3?
What did you guys think of the intro? Like, remember how the last, Forza 4, I thought had a fun intro. It felt like a party, kind of going through, and there's they gave you a couple of cool cars, and the motorcycles kind of all came by you, and you kind of had the bikes racing you, and I can't remember what all there was going on 4.
Yeah.
But this one to me just felt kind of boring. You start off on the mountain, and then it's okay, then you go to the Corvette, and unfortunately, it was kind of lackluster to me. But then I was playing this on PC when I first started, and I kept having a problem over here, Jesus.
Uh-oh.
The game would just close on me randomly through that intro. And not give me an error or nothing. It would just straight close to desktop. No warning, no indicator, no anything. I just shut the game down. I'm what on earth? So I'm starting to look up, fixes. And the only fix right now was to what? Turn off everything on your PC that's running. Turn off Discord, turn off your antivirus, turn off this, turn off my Vanguard runs from Valorant. Turn off all that stuff. And then go to your file, your shortcut, right? Which I don't keep shortcuts on my desktop. Go to your shortcut, right-click on it, go to More, and then launch the game as admin. And it's the only way it would not crash on me. So I had to go through all these steps to actually get it to work. And then it was fine. But I did that intro 7 times, and it would crash each time as I was trying to figure out the exact fix. But eventually I did get it, so where I don't have to do all that stuff now. But it was kind of an annoying start for me.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it took you out of the element. I thought it was the same as just the other ones, as Forza Horizon, 3 and 4. It just felt the same. I just felt decent, good. It's it's always got that pretty good music,
party, and all that kind of stuff. Where this one just kind of felt okay, let's just get here. And they dropping you out of a plane was kind of not to me very exciting. It shows the car dropping down. I'm just going, let me drive.
Yeah. I think this one did it differently, where I think you went to 2 different cars, and then you ended up in what the hell is it, a RAV4 or the new Bronco?
There's a new Bronco at the beginning.
That's because that's what I'm driving right now. Actually, right now, I'm still rocking that Bronco. I like it. And if I didn't mention last week or on this game, I don't know what you chose, but I think who did I choose? Oh, because you get to choose from a list of names, and I just chose my own name, kind of. I'm Hen, and my dude's got a prosthetic, and and pink hair. He kind of looks he looks like a ninja.
Mine knew my name right away. It just started calling me Steve right away.
Yeah,
it didn't even ask me.
Yeah, I keep hearing that it's using people's first names. Mm-hmm. So I wonder if it would have called me Henley. I don't know.
Yours doesn't do that?
Well, I think because I chose the predetermined or from the list.
No, mine. I just picked whatever. I just picked whatever character, and it still called me Jesus. It's Jesus.
Yeah, it didn't even give me a list of names.
They pull your name off of your profile, your Xbox Live profile.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not common enough. Maybe Henley wasn't common enough, so they didn't have it in there, and so they had to use one, and they just probably asked you which one they wanted you to use.
Yeah, because I'm obviously there's no Gunny in here. That's too offensive.
Did you find Henley in there?
Hen, Hen, but no Henley.
That's stupid. Hen?
That would be the thing. That should have been in the last game, mate, because that would have been over there.
Who the fuck names their kid Hen?
I don't know. I wonder, is there somebody out there called Hen?
There has to be somebody.
I've never met a hen before. After a bird?
Listen, somebody out there named Hen.
I'm going to go Google that right now. Is there a hen?
You need to let us know if your name is Hen. Be like, I feel like Jonathan Hall would know somebody named Hen.
Oh yeah, dude, I know a guy.
Yeah, bro, he lives up in Northeast Portland somewhere. Fucking, it's my weed dealer. That guy's pretty cool. His name is Hen.
All right, there's hen names for chickens.
No, man, just hen. Just hen.
There's fun chicken names.
No. Yeah, overall, I'm with you there, man. I thought it was kind of lackluster, the intro. But you know why I think is like, why you think that? Or why I think you're thinking that? Because I know you read your mind.
Mm-hmm, I know you do.
It's because we've seen it already. Like in the last previous Forza games, like they've done it. They've done it so much that like it's like, oh wow, here we go again.
And what's with the motorcycles again? You know, like how last time they had the motorcycles kind of race with you, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I thought it was cool, but
I saw it, and I was like,
again? Yeah.
Okay, I did this in 4, and I don't know. For me, I'm enjoying the game. I don't have nearly the amount of hours. You know, like 4, I put a ton of hours in. Yeah. I had a ton of cars unlocked. I loved 3. I loved 4. I was super excited for 5, and I still like it. And I'll go back to it all year long, I'm sure, as I did with 4 and 3. But something about it too, it's like a lot of the cars are the same cars I had in 4. But I just feel like I have to start over and go back and earn all my cars I had in 4 again. You know, like, I had this car I liked in 4. I have to go back and try and buy it or earn it again. And get it the way I wanted it.
It's fucking lame.
I feel like I'm doing everything over again.
Fucking lame.
You know, it's like the same color options, the same color choices almost for some of the cars. So I just feel like I'm just working to obtain the same car I had in the other game, when I feel like I could just jump in the other game and play the other game and, you know, go from there. And look, I have all these cars. I have hundreds and hundreds upon cars to choose from in that game, where the new one, you know, I have a very limited selection. And here I am playing that limited selection of cars right now. And I'm doing a lot of off-road races. I'm sure there's probably something to do with the path that you kind of set up. But a lot of my races are all off-road right now. Yeah. And I don't enjoy them as much. I like the ones on the street and stuff. So hopefully that starts opening up pretty soon. I've been seeking out the ones that are like the road race courses, but they keep trying to redirect me. Like the one menu, I can't remember what it is. It looks real cartoony. And it has like the Horizon events on it. And then it has like categories. It has like the street, and it says like off-road, and
it's like the map or whatever.
It's kind of weird looking. I mean, not just the map, it's some kind of thing you pick.
Are those the stickers? Is that the one?
It's like sticker looking thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of weird. You know,
that's been in the previous ones. That's been in there before, and they kind of moved things around, I think, from the last installment. But yeah, that can get really confusing because you're like, what the hell am I supposed to be doing here?
But also, like, championship Forza, man, them people that can make those car designs are pretty sick. They got a talent. You know, I bought a Camaro right away, and I tried to make it look like mine because I have some unique pinstriping and stuff on mine, some stripes and stuff. And I probably spent an hour trying to do like these straight stripes that go in an angle, and to get it to look right, and I could not get it to look right. Because they go across the fender and they go kind of across the hood, and so you have to like make them go in an angle across the fender, and then you have to go the top view, and it kind of separates things. And then I'm trying to go across the hood and make everything match. I'm like, I can't get them to look right. I'm like, these guys that can make like cartoon characters and anime characters and everything else by using squares and rectangles and everything else. There's something else.
Yeah.
But I mean, so far, I did try this game on my Xbox. I mean, what are you guys playing on? Like, I'm
playing on console. Yeah.
And I did try this on my Xbox One X.
Playing on the Series S.
And it ran okay. I was kind of curious. It feels like it's running kind of slow. And every once in a while, I was having some like controller issues or something. Like the game wasn't recognizing like my controller. I could hit the Windows or the Xbox button on my Xbox, and the you know, like how that little thing like pauses the game and the little Xbox menu comes up. All that was working, but if I'd hit the throttle or any of the buttons, nothing would work in game. And it went about, I would say, like a minute, and then all of a sudden they just started working. It was really weird.
Okay, did you? When's the last time you updated the controller?
It might have been a while.
Because I noticed, you know, I have my 1X at the other house, and since I don't go up there very often, it might be once or twice a week, it doesn't necessarily, yes, it does an auto update, but it doesn't update my controller. So it asks me every time I go and turn it on. Like, okay, you need to update your controller. I'm like, that's funny. Every time it asks me. But then I realize that it might be doing something in the background or,
seeing anything. And I kind of use the same controller on my PC as I do my Xbox. So I wonder if I just updated it when I updated it on my PC. It updates the firmware on it and it knows. And so it is up to date. I don't know.
Yeah, it's possible. I know it doesn't have to be plugged in like the old school Xbox One, but yeah, it only takes like a minute.
But I've been enjoying the game so far. Like I said, it's going to be a good game. It's going to keep me busy throughout the year. But right now, I'm just kind of like, I can play some other things.
There's some Halos out there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Multiplayer.
What else you been playing over there, Jesus?
Speaking of Halo, I tried some Halo multiplayer on Steam machine the other day.
How is it on Steam?
Great. Runs good. So you just download it and you log in. When you launch the game, it pretty much just asks you to log into your Microsoft account or make one, and then you play. And it's Halo. That's it. It's Halo.
It's big team battle and capture the flag.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Halo multiplayer unless I'm playing with friends, really. I'm not the greatest at it because I cannot aim down sights in Halo.
Yeah, that kind of bugs me as well.
And it fucking feels so old school to me that I hate that feeling. I'm like, this is so fucking lame. I hate this fucking not aiming down sight shit. So I kind of just... When was it? Me and Brink jumped into a match. We got our fucking asses handed to us, dude. We were getting fucking sniped and shot left and right. It was pretty bad. So, like, during halfway...
What mode were you guys playing?
Some big team battle type shit or something. I don't know. It was some capture hold zones mode where you got to, like, hold all these different zones, and whoever hold the most zones would win that round, and then they would go to the next round. But, there was 3 rounds, but the rounds were continuous. Like the match never ended. It just kept going. Like, it would be like round 1, and they would give you like a zone, and then whoever held the zone the longest won that round. And it was like round 2, and the zone would move to a different area.
So everybody kind of run over there.
Yeah, and everybody has to. Yeah, you kind of have to just sit in the zone or whatever. Yeah, and some dude straight up, like, we were in a Warthog a couple times, and some dude straight blew us up with an AR, like a rifle. He was just shooting at us, and boom, blew us up. I was like, well, that's kind of fucking stupid. Like, who the fuck lets people blow up with the fucking assault rifle? But okay. And then, yeah, I think it was like halfway through the match, maybe, we were just like, I was like, dude, you want to go play Battlefield? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I kind of want to play some Battlefield. I'm like, yeah, let's go play some Battlefield, Brink. And he's like, yeah, let's go play some Battlefield. So he kind of just ended up leaving that match, and this takes me to the game that I've been playing the most this week, which is Battlefield 2042. Great game, man. I fucking love Battlefield. It's really good. So now it's 128 player matches, which I don't believe they've done before. Yeah, I don't think they have done that before, right? I think before it was only
they've done like 64.
Yeah, 64.
I remember that, but yeah, I don't remember when. How many people? 120 what?
128.
128.
Damn,
that's a lot of players in a match. Yeah. So, anyways, the maps are fucking humongous in this new Battlefield. Especially playing Conquest, the maps are really vast, really, really long distances. You have to either run or drive or fly or whatever. I like that they added controller support for the PC this time around. So when you're playing on PC, you can actually like have a controller plugged in, and you can actually set your pilot buttons like how you want them. Like you can switch the joystick, like if it's pitch or yaw or whatever, and you can switch your throttle up and throttle down, and you can switch your firing buttons and your flares and all that shit. So I was able to set it up just like Battlefield 4 on the Xbox One. So I can fly helicopters and shit pretty good in this game. You know what I mean? Like planes and helicopters, I can actually fly them. Like I don't fucking just take off and crash. The only problem that I had was today playing earlier. For some reason, every time I grabbed the controller to fly the helicopter, it was showing the mouse and keyboard prompts on the screen. Like it was showing like it was still looking at the mouse and the keyboard. So every time I pressed like the D-pad to shoot my flares when people were locking onto me, it would take me to my chat. Like it would pop up the chat window like I was going to type something. And I was like, what the fuck? And I would have to press the exit key on the keyboard. And then I was trying to throttle up and throttle down and fly around. And like, it wasn't reading my controller right. Like it was like, for some reason it was like thinking it was the computer keyboard. Like it was like reading weird inputs. So I don't know what the fuck that was about. Maybe it was just a bug that happened during this one match. That just literally only happened once to me today. As far as the game itself, there is some balancing fucking things going on in the game that I feel like that needs to be worked on. Some of the modes feel way too advantageous for one team versus the other. Because there's a mode called Breakthrough in Battlefield 2042, which is the other mode besides Conquest that you can play right now. And Breakthrough is pretty much like Frontlines. If you ever played Frontlines in Battlefield 5 or Battlefield 1, it's where one team is pushing the other team back and they keep falling back to the next objective and they keep falling back. It's almost like Rush, you know, but instead of having to plant the bomb, all you have to do is capture the objectives and hold them. And then if you hold all of the objectives in that zone, the team has to fall back. And then you have to capture these other 3 objectives and they fall back. Then you have to capture these other 2 objectives. And then finally at the very end, they only have 1 objective to defend. And you have to cap that 1 objective. That's kind of my almost my preferred mode over the 2, you know? Because I like Conquest. And as much as I love Conquest with the big mode and the big openness and the fucking tanks and the fucking the jeeps, the hovercraft, all that shit's cool. I really enjoy the teamwork that Breakthrough makes players have. Like the teams are actually working together. You see people reviving people. You see like the team is actually trying to get the objective because you realize we only got 400 lives or whatever. If we don't get this fucking shit in the next 2 minutes, we're done for. You know what I mean? Like, you got to keep pushing. You got to, because every time you cap a new objective, they give you like so many more lives or whatever, right? They'll be like, boom, 500 extra lives added because you capped this objective, you know? And so I like to see the teamwork there, you know? It's very satisfying seeing all the different people using the different operators, kind of like how you're supposed to use them almost, you know? You got the people setting up turrets. You got the people with the shields. You got the recon guys with the little drones flying around tagging people. You got the helicopter pilots flying over the objectives because they can't really go out and just do whatever the fuck they want to do on the map. You know what I mean? They're actually flying at the objectives and trying to, you know, you got the jets trying to take people out. You got snipers and shit set up. You know, you got the people that are just rushing in there trying to, like, just push through, you know. You got the tanks all rolling to the same objective. It's kind of pretty fucking epic when you get into one of those matches and you're just fucking, you know, there's like 100 dudes at this objective and you got like 75 people just fucking rushing it, you know, and, you know, there's fucking tanks going in there and blowing shit up and fucking explosions everywhere and gunshots going off and you're hearing a sniper, you know, you could hear the sniper taking a shot at you and you just hear that bullet whizzing by. That shit's so epic, dude. It feels fucking cool as shit. And it's even pretty crazier when the tornado comes through and everybody's in the same area because it's like a little tiny area. It's not a huge area, you know, so you got that big ass tornado flying through and like the tornado fucking, it'll like start messing with your radio, like in your HUD, because you know, like this is supposed to be a futuristic battlefield or whatever. So you got this HUD or whatever, and like the closer the fucking tornado or whatever it is, a twister. What the fuck you call it, tornado or twister? What do you?
Is it a twister? Yes, some call it tornado.
Well, I mean, what is it? The fuck is it, Mayo? Is it a twister?
I always just thought it was a tornado.
Is it a tornado?
We call them tornadoes here.
What do you call him, Mayo? Gunny, what do you call him?
Hurricane? I don't know.
The fuck is it called, guys? Now I want to know. What does Battlefield call them?
Oh, do they have their own thing for it? Yeah, that's a good question.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know the difference. If there is a difference. I don't know. I've never looked into it.
Guys, now I must see is it tornado or twister? Is it? Oh, okay. Okay, all right, Gunny, let me give you here some facts. The term twister is just slang for tornado.
It's the same damn thing.
Are you using slang when you play Battlefield? Or are you playing
proper? Here comes the twister.
we playing some proper Battlefield. Anyways, the tornado comes through or whatever, and your comms, your HUD starts getting all like staticky, and the guy talking on the radio, because you got the people constantly telling you like, we're pushing objective C1 or objective A1 is being attacked, or they got 70% fucking troops left. Keep defending the objective. Like that dude starts fucking breaking out or whatever, and then you like it was fucking wild. The other day I was playing, and the fucking tornado was like right next to me, dude. And I'm trying to fucking just run to the objective because I'm like, fuck, I'm not trying to get caught in this thing, Because if you get caught in it, it'll like fling you around. It'll literally just start fucking flinging you in the air and shit, and then you like get flung like into the fucking air somewhere, and you got to use your fucking hang glider or like your little fucking wingsuit shit, or your parachute to get the fuck off of the, to land, to not die. And I didn't want to get caught up in that, but it was pretty wild because we were attacking this objective, and they were on this boat, and the bunch of snipers were on top of this boat, and we're trying to fucking run up there, and the fucking tornado's right next to us, and you got like the HUD just breaking up, it's like, and then you got the fucking tornado just making hella fucking wind noises, and all you hear is like the crack shots from the fucking snipers whizzing by, and you're like, holy fucking shit, this is nuts, dude. And that shit was pretty fucking cool, though. It was all cool. It's just epicness, man. Every match you get into that is breakthrough. It's fucking hardcore epicness that fucking you just kick ass in, or whatever.
That shit is cool. I was
pretty dope.
I was watching, is it Sergeant Eli, one of them Twitch streamers, and he was like, I guess he was trying to intentionally get into the twister tornado.
Yeah,
and that was fun to watch.
Twister. Yeah,
it is cool. I like that they added that.
There was some other. So I played pretty much all the maps. So there's like a city map in South Korea or whatever. Or maybe, no, it's South Korea. It's definitely not North Korea. It's too advanced to be North Korea. There's another map that's like half desert. It's like all just like fucking desert, and there's like a big ass wall, and on the other side it's like lush green fucking grass fields and shit. It's like somewhere in Afghanistan or something or whatever the fuck. And then there's like another one that's like a big like city, almost like a city. It almost looks like Dubai or something. It's like a big city in the desert, but like it's all covered in like sand because of a sandstorm or whatever. And that one's actually cool because I think that's the only one that has the weather effect where instead of it being just a tornado, it's usually a tornado and sandstorm together. So like a fucking sandstorm will come in and you just can't see shit. If you're flying a helicopter, dude, you're just like fucking guessing that you're not going to hit a building because it's just like you literally can't see shit. It's so hard to fly. And even in like the helicopter when you're flying in the rain or when it starts raining in the game, when you're in the helicopters, it's really hard to see out the helicopter. Like if you're flying in the cockpit mode or whatever, it's hard to see out the fucking windows. You can't fucking hardly see where the fuck you're going, So you kind of have to keep an eye on all that shit and gauge.
I assume, if you're not in some kind of third person mode
view, it gets really hard. But you want to shoot people too, so you got to usually fly in that cockpit mode or whatever. But man, I really like the game. There's so much fun at times playing some of those modes and some of those maps. I got to fuck around with the portal mode, which is it is what they said it was. So you pretty much can go in there and play Battlefield 3, Battlefield Bad Company 2, and Battlefield 1942. But each mode only has 2 maps available at the moment from each game. So there's only like 2 Battlefield 3 maps. I think one of them is No Shore Canals, and the other one is Shipment or something like that. But I'm sure one is like North Shore Canals. That's one for sure. I forget what the other one was. And in Battlefield Bad Company 2, there's 2 maps there as well. I forgot the names of those. And in Battlefield 1942, there's 2 maps as well. There's one that's like a snowy, like Norway, like you're like in Norway or something in World War II. It's like a snowy map. And there's another one where you're like in the desert, which is kind of fucking lame. Because I played all these modes. So I was playing all these modes. They were all Conquest, really. No, Battlefield Bad Company 2 was Rush. But Battlefield 1942 was Conquest. And the Norwegian map, the one with the snow, was kind of all right. It wasn't too bad in playing it. But the desert one just sucks. Because if you don't spawn in a vehicle and everyone just takes off without you.
A long walk.
Dude, the map is vast. It's fucking huge. And there's only like so many players on the map or whatever. But usually you're just running and running and running and running and running in the desert. No cover. And all there is... like in the map, there's like one objective that's all the way in the middle of the open. Like it's just a fucking flag in the middle of the open desert. So to get to that flag, if you're running across the fucking desert, you're going to get shot. Okay? It's either going to be a plane, it's either a fucking plane dropping a bomb on you or shooting you, a tank that's usually a fucking just sitting out there just camping, or some fucking asshole snipers that are just going to take pot shots at you until they fucking kill you. Okay? So that's all it is, man. And like, this mode was so boring. And I played this fucking shit twice on that same fucking map. It was just boring, dude. We couldn't cap the objectives because the other team just steamrolled us. Right off the bat, they were like at 3 objectives. I don't know how they did it, but we spawned in and the match had just started and these dudes had 3 objectives already and we had like none. And we were able to cap 1 out of the 4, and they had 3 the whole time. And as much as I try to help my team to get the A objective, and we finally got it for a little bit, next thing you know, they had 10 other tanks, literally 10 fucking tanks, all driving through to the objective. And they fucking... They proceeded to fuck us all up, dude. Because in the 1942 game, there's no anti-tank class. There's one anti-tank class. But you know what he has as a weapon? A rocket launcher. That's it. He doesn't have a like a machine gun. He doesn't have a gun at all. He has a pistol. I think you have a pistol as a sidearm, maybe. But
pea shooter.
That's it. Yeah. You literally have a pistol and a rocket launcher. So you're running out there with like this fucking bazooka thing, and like. Fucking trying to
check, right?
Yeah, you're trying to hit the fucking tanks, and then
I remember that.
You fucking miss, and you're like, God damn it! Then he draws it on the ground, grabs the next one, whatever, fucking, and then you only have like 4 rounds or something, and then you have to wait for the shit to reload because, like, you don't have to ask for ammo for that class. It just automatically he like refills up the tank anti-tank rockets or whatever, but they take time, So like if you shoot at a tank. And you get their attention, and you miss the next 2 or 3 shots.
Yeah, you better run.
Because they moved. Yeah, you better run. But where is there to run? You're in the fucking desert. There's nowhere to run. So you got like these fucking tanks just, boom, fucking shooting all the rocks around you and shit until you fucking die and then you're dead. Or they spot you, and here comes 10 other fucking friendlies from the ground running up the hill at you, and all you have is a pistol to defend yourself. You know what I mean? So that mode was kind of...
So that was... you just brought back some memories because... correct me if I'm wrong, Jesus, was 1942. I want to say this came out when we were playing on Xbox 360.
I was old, man.
Didn't they release it as like some kind of arcade game for like the $15, $20?
Something like that, I think.
Yeah. It was not like a full-on AAA release.
It was weird.
And yeah. But that was a lot of fun because those were like the island, based maps, right? They were all island based. There was only like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
So it was good for the panzer check, especially if you can just run to the other side, like just jump over the sandbar, and then crouch or hide behind a reef, until you refilled. A little different. There was not much flatland. I remember that being that at the top.
Yeah.
Was there flatland?
It was all right. I mean, 1942 was okay. I didn't like it. It was probably the worst experience out of all of them. Battlefield,
not the best shooter, yeah.
Battlefield 3, got to say, holds up. They did some up-resing to the graphics. You could definitely tell. Playing the game on Ultra on the PC, the game ran pretty okay at the time. And it looks really good. Battlefield 3 holds up today with whatever kind of up-res. Because I know these graphics have been touched up somehow. They're not the original Battlefield 3 graphics. It's like they've redid them somehow, or they did something to them. You know what I mean? Like, they don't look as crappy as Battlefield 3 ever did, from what I remember. They look actually better. They look like it's been enhanced somehow. Because even Battlefield 1942 didn't look terrible as a game. It looked old, kind of, but at the same time, it actually looked like a current game. You know what I mean? Like, the planes looked fucking like planes in Battlefield 5 or whatever. Like, they looked pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, the graphics weren't bad at all on the Battlefield 1942. So, played a lot of Battlefield 3 mode. That shit was pretty dope. That was Conquest, I believe. And then from there, I went and played some Battlefield Bad Company 2 Rush. And man, that shit was cool, man. That mode is fucking dope. That's probably my favorite one out of all of them. Because I love, like I said, the objective-based modes in Battlefield. I like Breakthrough in Battlefield 2042. And I've always liked the Rush in the Battlefield, like 4 and Battlefield 3. I've always liked Rush. Because I feel like it's more focused. You're more trying to go to these choke points or whatever, and you get more action out of it. There's constant fucking shooting and shit. And like, I know this motherfucker's hiding in this bush. I'm gonna go take his tags real quick. And you try to figure out for the rest of the match how to get to that one fucking bush to get that one guy's fucking dog tags. So that happens. But yeah, Battlefield Bad Company 2 on this new Portal mode, it's fucking cool, man. Like, that shit holds up. And what I love about Battlefield Bad Company is that those games always had like the massive destruction. There's destruction in other Battlefield games, but in Battlefield Bad Company 2, you can literally destroy everything. Everything can be destroyed. I'm talking like everything just falls apart. The walls, when you shoot at a wall with the tank, it just fucking falls over. It's like pretty much everything can be destroyed, with the exception of a couple buildings, maybe. Most of them can be taken down, or a wall can be taken down with a grenade or whatever. It's really cool. Like, even if you have an RPG, you could just shoot a fucking RPG at a window and blow up half of that room, and kill whoever's in there with that RPG. So it's pretty dope. And I kind of almost wish, like, I was playing Battlefield Bad Company 2, I'm like, man, if they, like, I hope the next Battlefield goes kind of this route. Like, I've always thought I wanted it to be a Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3. But I was like, no. I want a Bad Company game again. Like, I want something like this again, Because even Bad Company, even like just thinking about back, the campaign was fucking funny. The characters were hilarious, It was. It was all just kind of like a fucking goofy game, you know what I mean? It had the smiley face on the grenade pin or whatever, Like, it was just a goofy ass fucking game that even though it was goofy at the same time, like, it's real solid.
Yeah, it didn't take itself seriously.
But it was a solid game though. Like, the multiplayer holds up, man, and like, it's really good. The only shitty part about the multiplayer is you can't go prone. Like, I remember that about that game. You just couldn't go prone. You know what I mean? You could only crouch for some reason.
Yeah, you went to a knee, I think.
Yeah, that's all.
Because I remember playing a lot of Vietnam.
Yeah.
DLC.
So I mean, I love that mode, and that shit was cool, man. Portal mode was actually pretty cool, and in the Portal mode, you can actually host your own server, so you can actually set up a server. And right now, they're not charging. I'm assuming eventually, knowing EA, they're going to let you rent a server. But right now, you're letting you host them for free. You can start up a server, and you can actually set the rules to like whatever you want them to be, really. So you can be like, all right, we're going to be playing on Battlefield Bad Company 2 map, and we're going to have Battlefield 3 soldiers versus Battlefield 1942 soldiers. And Battlefield 3 soldiers get LMGs. Battlefield 2042 or 1942 soldiers or whatever get, I don't know, a fucking Thompson gun or whatever, like, or whatever, or you can have like the teams both share weapons. Like you can have like each team, you both can pick from this row if you want, or you can pick your classic loadouts if you want. You can change all the rules, whatever rules you really want to change in there. You can actually get pretty fucking creative and kind of make your own mode, really. It's kind of weird. I haven't really fucked around with that whole server setup thing. Because
have you just dropped in on matches? That's pretty much what you've done?
Yeah. So I pretty much just joined other people's matches and servers and whatnot. And yeah, it was kind of cool, man. Like that mode was actually pretty dope. Like I said, like just Battlefield itself, the actual game where it's Battlefield 2042 or whatever, that when you're playing that mode it's fucking cool, man. The game is pretty solid. Like, Iams was saying that he sees a bunch of glitches and shit and bugs. I haven't really noticed many. Besides, like I said, besides that one that I had today with the controller, with the flying the helicopter around, that was weird. But other than that, not really many bugs or glitches. Like, I have to admit, this is by far, the smoothest Battlefield game launch I think I've ever seen.
Really?
Yes. I think that EA finally learned something. I think they finally learned how to do it, Gunny. Give them a round of applause,
really?
Gunny. Yes. Yeah, woo! Good job, EA! Woo!
I don't remember. I mean, obviously Battlefield 4 was all eyes were on that one. And they were screwed up for a while, but I don't remember Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5. I know we were doing the podcast when Battlefield 5 came out, but I just don't remember if they were, it's that first week and servers are full. And
it was. It was. Everyone was trying to get in early because I think Battlefield 5 was when they had started EA Access and they were talking about the fucking stupid trial crap and everyone was like, well, we can't even fucking play, dude. What the fuck's the point of this trial?
That is true, yeah.
People were pissed off.
Do you think that's that? And that's when they started opening it to everybody, right? Ever since then. Was it Battlefield 5? And they were like, I already knew going forward they were just going to be like, all right, so it's kind of beta, whatever people, then it's, and then it's EA Access people, and then 4 days later, it's everyone join in on the fun. Let's stress test it all, which is good.
But like I said, as far as the launch, this has been the one where there was not that many connection issues. Now, granted, there was some. On the first day that I tried to play, like Friday or whatever, when the fuck did it come out? It came out on a Friday, I think, or Thursday or something. First day I tried to play, that show's not happening. It was like, no, dude, no, fuck you, no, we're not. It's too overloaded, connection issues or something. And I said, fuck it, I'll give it a day. And I just kind of played something. I think I played Forza instead. And the next day, like I said, I tried to jump on, and it was like, boom, you're in. Okay, boom, you're in the match. Go. And now every so often, what I don't like about this game is that every match, it kind of puts you into like a whole new match. So it's kind of really weird, right? So like, say you play in a match, and you and this random group of players, like these random squad that you're in, do really fucking good. You guys are just in sync, you know what I mean? Like, you got one guy playing as the medic, you got one guy as the sniper, you got one guy as the machine gunner, you got one guy dropping ammo, the other guy's healing everyone, the other guy's reviving everyone. All that shit. Everyone's just in sync, right? You guys are just a badass squad, and you guys place like top 5 or top whatever squads. The next match, you'll be in a completely new lobby. Like it kicks you out completely. When the match is over, it'll give you your XP. It'll say whatever you unlocked. And then it says matchmaking. And then it'll just kick you back to the main menu. And then it matchmakes again into a different server or whatever, into a different match.
It doesn't keep you with those same three people?
Yeah, it doesn't keep you on the same server. It's like it's constantly kicking you out. It's like it's kicking you out of the server and bringing you into a new server. It's really weird and really bizarre. I don't know why they decided to do that, because in previous
I
Battlefields...
don't think if they've done that before.
Not
I don't
really.
remember if
No,
that's...
because in every other Battlefield, the way I play is I usually, like Battlefield 4, I'll join a server and I'm in that server till I'm done playing in that server. You know what I mean? In this one, it's more like, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. Next in line. Hey, guys, line up, boys. Yeah, you got another match going here.
Yeah.
You know, like, fuck you.
And you were like, hey, where's Dope Smoker 69?
Yeah.
He's pretty good on that sniper.
Where's Dope Smoker? He was my gunner on my fucking helicopter, and he was getting all the kills and shit. You know what I mean? Or where's this
other? And you're quickly trying to go back to recently with players so you can add him to your squad.
Yeah, or like, where's my other dude at who was like a really good pilot, and I was his gunner? You know, like, where the fuck are they at? You know? And it's like, no, man. It's just these guys are forever lost. They're lost into the ether, man. Whether like your gaming soulmates, bro, like, you know, it was like everyone was in sync for that one moment, Mayo. The squad was in sync, bro. Everyone was there.
It was euphoria.
Everyone was playing their objective. Everyone was following the objective orders that you were putting out. Everyone was attacking the same objective. Everyone was in sync, you know. If Gunny fell, we would not leave him behind. We would run back, revive him, and pick him up and keep going, you know. It was all in sync. It was the fucking dream team, bro. Literally, we were like the top squad, and each of us got an accolade. You know how, like, because the match, what they do now is the match ends, and like it'll say best player, MVP for most kills, and then it'll show like their character, and they'll say some stupid fucking line like, "Oh, I did a good job," or some stupid shit like that, right? And like it'll show their gamer tag and their player card or whatever. And so pretty much it did that for that match, and it was all of us. It was the squad leader guy, then it was me for like something. I don't know what the fuck I did. I did something stupid, like most fucking vehicles destroyed or something. I don't know what the fuck. I think I blew up like 4 tanks or something. And like there was the other guy for most assists and most revives or whatever, and all this shit. And it was just us. It was the fucking dream team. And what happens, the next match is like, oh, matchmaking. We're put you in a new match with new people. It's like, what? What? I don't understand that. I don't know. Maybe it's easier when there's 128 players to just kick everybody out and restart.
Oh, makes sense.
Restart something. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? It really...
Maybe they think it's going to get stale if it is like you're in there with some trash players or something. Or griefers or something.
You're in there with a bunch of losers and you guys keep losing and you're like, fuck it. This squad is trash. Fuck. Put me in a new squad, Gunny. Sorry, bro. You're on the server. Fuck. God damn it, man. I don't want to be in this squad no more. Yeah. No, so, yeah. Who knows? I mean, it could be that. Playing with Brink was kind of fun. I really haven't played much with Brink or IAMS. I played with Brink, not very much though, and IAMS, I haven't really played with him at all. I know he's played a lot more than I have though, because he's like level 30 something, dude, and I'm like level 17 or 18 still. So I'm definitely low rank right now compared to most players. IAMS, like I said, he's been going hard though. He's put like at least 30 hours into the game already. And I think he got a head start on us though too. He was playing in New Zealand time on Thursday ahead of everyone here in the U.S. because he changed his region to New Zealand or whatever. And then so there's that. Anyways,
nice.
It was all right, Gunny. I mean, Battlefield is a good game. I recommend.
I should play it.
You should play. Yes, you should definitely play it. You should probably get it. I think
this is free for what, 10 hours on the PC Game Pass?
Yeah. Also on the EA game
and/or Xbox.
EA Access. EA Access is what gives you the 10-hour trial. Now, this, people say it's free because EA Access is included with Game Pass on the Xbox. But on the PC, EA Access, I do not believe it's included with the Game Pass app. Well, maybe it is.
I think I have it.
No, I think it is.
Oh,
actually.
Really?
No, I think it is. EA Access is EA Access is included with Game Pass. Yes, it is.
Yeah, could you log in with your... Yeah, I'm just curious now. I should start it on my Xbox and then quickly switch over to PC and see if it like does some kind of syncing, because you are logged in with your Xbox account into your Origin. Like, that's the way it recognizes. I'm going to test that out. I'm going to try that. See what it says.
No, that's already confirmed. That's a thing now. Like, it's across all platforms. It really, like, cross progression is across everything on this Battlefield. But EA Access is available on both Game Pass PC and Xbox. Yeah, you get 10 hours. This also applies to EA Access if you're paying the $10 a month for the PS5 version and the PS4 version. If you have EA Access on the PlayStation, because it is also on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
If you have EA Access on there, you can actually, if you're paying the $5 a month or $30 a year or whatever it is, you can get access for 10 hours there as well. So if you want to play it on your PS5, that's a way to try it out, see if it runs good or not. So that would be kind of cool to see, because the game, like I said, is cross progression. So at this point, if you're playing on a PS5, Xbox Series console, or the PC, you're all playing together. The PS4 and the Xbox One, so the old generation, they're stuck together, kind of. So they're kind of like left alone on the side,
I think they're stuck with the 64 players, right?
Yeah, they're stuck with 64 players instead of 128 because they're just saying that I think they said that the CPUs on the old consoles cannot handle the load of that many players or whatever. Like, the consoles just cannot handle it. Or the RAM or the fucking something in the consoles can't handle it. You know what I mean? I think they said it was the CPU or something that prevented them from being able to do 128 players. But yeah, check out Battlefield. I mean, like I said, if you have EA Access on the PlayStation, PS4 even, or the PS5, you can get it for $5 a month or $30 for a year. There's constantly sales going on around the internet too, so you can find them on there usually for cheaper, like $20 a year or something. And you want to try it out for 10,
especially this time of year.
Yeah, try it out for 10 hours, man. And check it out. Maybe you will really like it, or maybe you won't like it and you'd rather play it on the PC. But the stats carry over. So, say, Mayo, you have a PlayStation 5, right? You went and you got yourself one because you're awesome like that. And you're like, yeah, I traded my Camaro for 2 PS5s.
Right. That's what it's going to take at this point.
Some
scalper said it's cool. Give me your Camaro.
Yeah,
man.
some scalper was like, yeah, man, I'll take your Camaro. Here's 2 PS5s.
Yeah.
And man,
I go to show up at the pickup at the police station, and they're like, I'll tell you what, I'll trade you that Camaro, I'll give you a second PS.
Oh.
And an extra controller.
Right. You can have the bundle.
Oh, shit. But yeah.
You got RGB in your car, you get a second controller.
But no, like I said, so you got yourself a PS5, you want to play it on the PS5. And so you've decided that on the PC you're going to play it too. So on the PC you decided to buy the Ultimate Edition or the Gold Edition, whichever one. There's Ultimate and there's Gold. And those are the higher tier editions, like $100 and $80 or whatever the fuck they are. And they just pretty much give you access to they call these the year 1 pass and the year 2 pass and the year 3 pass or whatever. Like, there's these year passes that they're doing. I don't know when it's going to happen or when it's going to start. I'm assuming sometime this month or next month, where apparently they're going to be dropping content exclusive to those yearly passes or whatever. Which is some of the stuff you get right away when the game launches. You get like some skins or whatever. But yeah, so if you say you decide to buy the Ultimate Edition, right, on the PC, and then you buy the game again on the PS5, on the PS5 you do not have to buy the Ultimate Edition to get access to the same content. Because you've already bought the Ultimate Edition on your PC, EA will let you use that Ultimate Edition content on the PS5 as well. Because it's cross-progression, you know what I mean? So all the camos that you unlocked on any version of the game, really, you could have bought it on the Xbox One, I think. I don't know if that works with the Xbox One. I don't know if it would be cross-progression there or not. But if, say, you bought it on the Xbox Series and you're playing on the PC or vice versa, you can share the content between both platforms, you know what I mean? So that's kind of a cool thing, But But like I said, I really don't know what the season. They're not called season passes. They're called like yearly passes for some reason. I don't know what content they give you. All I can think of is cosmetic shit. Because I think they said this game will not have any paywall, like, you know, like there's no paywall or whatever. Like, you don't have to fucking pay $5 for a map or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? It's just everything will be there for anybody to play. Right. It's just, I guess.
Like when we were playing, what was it, 4? When I didn't have the premium content.
Yeah. And I'm like, you fucking hobo.
You gotta play the regular stuff.
Yeah, what is this shit, Mayo? What the fuck? Can't even find a server with the hobo crap. or it would be like you can never find a server with the DLC maps because nobody bought them or nobody's playing it anymore. You know what I mean?
Right. So it's kind of nice they throw it all together. They won't have that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, with 3 platformers playing the game, you definitely know that this is a game that's going to have a very long life. You know, when there's crossplay between the PC, the Xbox, and the PlayStation. Because when you're playing a match, it'll show you what platform people are on. You know, if you're on the PC, it'll show the Xbox logo or the PlayStation logo or whatever. And it'll show a little computer next to your name or whatever. So that's pretty cool.
So what do you think is causing all these bad reviews? I know it's in the news. I posted a link. Really bad reviews on Steam. Is this just review bombing for some reason, or is there something you guys don't particularly like? You know, people are not particularly liking about the game.
Yeah.
Because I haven't played it yet, and I don't know. Like I said, I've seen some bad reviews, and I haven't read them. I just seen the negative press. And I'm like, all right.
I haven't.
Got some other stuff I can play. I'm not going to jump on Battlefield right now. And so I haven't. And maybe I got a feeling that other people are in the same boat. I can play Halo for free right now.
Yeah.
I got Forza I can play for free right now. You know?
Yeah.
So what's with all these bad reviews? Do you know?
Yeah, what have you heard?
Pretty much. So I kind of, like I said, there is some bugs in the game that I haven't really experienced, but other people have. So that's kind of one of the reasons. Another reason, people think that the vehicles are OP in the game, that they're too hard to take down. Some of these vehicles are really hard to take down. Some of the vehicles are hard to drive or hard to even use. Like the hovercraft is fucking ridiculously hard to fucking
I did see a video
around.
of that hovercraft on Instagram today where he killed like 20 people. There's like a whole group of people standing.
You just run him over.
He just ran him over, and all it was like ching, 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 ching. He hit all these little balls across the screen. He killed all these people.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, wow. And then like I seen a video where like a hovercraft was flying. Like there was some kind of glitch or something, and he like flying
up the side of a building.
And he ran it into an or a helicopter.
Oh shit!
And he was like on the side of a building, and then he like kind of flew across, and he went into a helicopter head on.
That must have been a fucking glitch or something. That's weird.
That was like one of the most popular ones out there.
Yeah, the only ones I've seen,
but yeah, that's pretty much like there's people are saying there's vehicles that are broken, like. There's vehicle glitches that happen sometimes in the vehicle where, like, you can't turn the turret or you can't do something or you can't turn your gun. There's, like I said, there's little weird glitches in the game that do happen to certain people at times. One of the bigger ones, though, is the performance on the PC did drop once the NVIDIA patch came out. So NVIDIA released updated drivers for the game. They were supposed to be, like, the drivers for the game, you know, when the game released. And they actually dropped the performance of the game. And that is a fact because I noticed that right away. When I was playing it in the first few days, I was getting 90 to 100 frames on Ultra. And now I'm getting like 65 to 70. So it's kind of like, what the fuck happened, you know, between that last one and this one? No, NVIDIA says they added DLSS support and some other shit to the game. But I saw those options in there before the patch. So what the fuck did you do, NVIDIA? I don't know if they're like I don't know what the fuck NVIDIA did to the graphics cards, but they did something where they fucking released an update and they fucking performance dropped quite significantly to So there's that. People are pissed off about that. Now, EA says that they're trying to work on performance stability or whatever and make it better for people, but who knows when that'll ever happen.
Yeah. When you talk about balancing or whatever, or, and I think I noticed, not that I was following it at the time, but I think I did notice that when NVIDIA dropped another download, like, what was it, like 4 or 5 days later, I was like, I just updated my drivers. Not that I'm playing all the AAA titles on there, but I was like, wait a minute, something's not right. But it looks like they're trying to throttle and slow some things down here,
To me, that's what it seems like. They're trying to get people to buy new graphics cards or something. But Battlefield, like I said, the performance dropped once I updated my drivers. I don't know why, but it did. Also, one of the bigger ones, the biggest one probably out of all of these issues, is the fact that there's this shit called like bloom in the game, where it's been in the game, I think in the past, other games have done this, where you shoot at somebody and some of the bullets get randomized. They don't shoot where you're aiming. You know what I mean? Like, you're aiming down sights, you're shooting at something, but your bullet it has like an RNG to it. Like, it'll be like 60% chance it'll hit, 40% chance it won't, 40%, 30% chance it will, or whatever. Like, it just, every time you shoot, so many bullets are not 100% accurate. They'll have like a random number assigned to them. And
so almost an algorithm is what you're saying? Like that?
Kind of. It's kind of like think about real life. You grab a gun that's like a machine gun. You shoot at a target. You're not always going to hit the fucking same little spot. You know what I mean? It's going to be like bullets everywhere, right? Like, you're just going to fucking, like, if you just hold the machine gun and just start fucking shooting at the thing, most chances are that you're going to not be 100% fucking still like a fucking robot and shooting the same fucking spot over and over. You know what I mean?
Hey, Mayo, this game's for you. It sounds like a game of chance over here, this Battlefield.
The bullets...
We talked about that last week.
The bullets get scattered, so, like, even... This applies to all the guns, really. Like, it's even applied to the marksman rifle, which people are pissed off about because they're like, yo, this is a rifle that's supposed to be, like, an accurate rifle, Like, it's a single-shot semi-automatic rifle. When you're firing the gun, you're literally firing one bullet at a time. So it should be pretty fucking accurate, But apparently that applies to that as well. Where it's like, say you're like firing right, like, because the DMRs, the marksman rifles or whatever, they're they're semi-automatic, but they're not bolt action, so they're just like you can just keep like shooting, keep pulling the trigger and it'll shoot, So they're saying that's like apparently that even has it to some point. And also apparently Call of Duty added the same thing this year as well. So people are pissed off at Vanguard as well because they're saying that game also added bloom to it as well. Now people are saying this is because players these days suck. That gamers are just a bunch of whiny little bitches that if they buy a game and they're not good at it, that they start crying about it and they stop playing it.
They listen to me.
So to make people feel better about themselves, they're saying that these companies like Activision and DICE or EA are making the developers add bloom to the game to make the shitty players feel good about themselves,
Oh gosh, didn't we read articles about this?
And make the good players fucking do worse than they really do because, whatever. So people are pissed off, really. They're really mad about this. Because apparently Battlefields in the past didn't have it. So, yeah.
No, was it? Gosh, now I'm trying to think of what it was. Jesus, it was well over. It was a couple of years ago. I think we read an article regarding that, and it talked about exactly what you were saying. But like it talked about what am I thinking of? The hit boxes, right? Of how it's like chest and whatever, stomach, pelvic area, legs, and head. But yeah, I'm trying to think if it was a Call of Duty. It might have been a Call of Duty game, but
also.
Before Modern Warfare.
Also, people are mad at they're mad that the fucking there's a lot of things that EA changed about Battlefield. Hold on. I had to sneeze. My bad. There's a few things that
bless you, my friend.
Thank you. So a few things that Battlefield had to change. For example, like in this Battlefield, there's no more classes anymore. There's specialists. So each specialist has his thing. Each specialist has like either there's a specialist with a rise shield. There's one that has a grappling hook. There's one that can revive anyone. There's one that can only revive. She's like a medic and she can revive people to full health. There's one that can call in support drops. There's one that can put up a turret. There's different ones, right? But each specialist can fulfill any role. So, like, if I want to run a recon class, which is usually a sniper only class, but I want to carry a fucking ammo bag with me, I can do that. If I want to carry a med kit with me, I can do that. If I want to carry a rocket launcher with me, I could do that. Where typically Battlefield, for example, like the rocket launchers were locked to the engineer. You know, only the engineer can carry them. Support class was the one that carried the ammo. Medic was the one that carried the health packs or whatever. Recon was the one that carried the spawn beacon. But now anyone can carry a spawn beacon. You know what I mean? So any class can run a spawn beacon and you could run a spawn beacon and be using a submachine gun. I could be playing as a recon and use a submachine gun. I could play as a recon and use a shotgun. I could play as a recon and use an LMG. Where before, LMGs were locked to support class or medics only or assault rifles were locked to a certain class, you know what I mean? Or some machine guns were locked to the engineer and the assault class only, but the recon couldn't use the submachine guns. The recon could only use marksman rifles or sniper rifles, but now everyone can use a sniper rifle. You know, you could be literally running a medic class with the sniper rifle and have a grappling hook. You know what I mean? So people are pissed off about this shit because they're like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. You just literally let anyone could be anything, and it ruined. They say it ruins Battlefield because, like I told you before, people are not playing as teammates anymore. Everyone's playing Conquest like Call of Duty, and no one's capping flags. Like at all. No one's capping the flag. One match, I capped 22 flags by myself.
Damn. So are they trying to complete objectives for like a year-end pass or something? I mean,
no.
what's
people are just playing. They're playing for kills, but I don't know how fuck they're I think you can track your own kills, but you cannot see how many kills other people got. In the
yeah, I heard they changed the scoreboard.
There's no scoreboard. I mean, there's a scoreboard, but the scoreboard shows which squad is number one, not which player is number one. But a squad could be number one with two good players and two shitty players. You know, if the two good players are getting, say the two good players have 800 kills and the two shitty players have 2 kills, you won't know that. Because all you know is that squad is number one. So it's really weird, and you cannot track players' kills individually, I don't think. And it's just really, really bizarre the way that whole situation was handled. Also, there's a few things that are missing from Battlefield 2042 itself. Now, while the Portal mode does have a server browser, Battlefield 2042 itself does not. The only way you get into a match, like I said, is you match make, and then it puts you into a match, and then it kicks you out, and then it puts you into a new server. So people are pissed off about that. People are also pissed off that there's less game modes than there's ever been in a Battlefield at launch, which there's only, like I said, Conquest and Breakthrough. There's really only 2 game modes on the Battlefield 2042 game itself. You know what I mean? Like the current game itself has 2 modes. Conquest, Breakthrough. It doesn't have Rush. It doesn't have Capture the Flag. It doesn't have Team Deathmatch. It doesn't have all the other bullshit like the other Battlefields have had, right? Like Battlefield 4 had like what? It had Team Deathmatch, Capture the Flag. It had the fucking flying mode where only airplanes were on the map or whatever.
Yeah.
This shit doesn't have that. They're saying that this game has the least amount of maps that any other Battlefield has ever had at launch, with only 13 maps. And that's including the Portal maps.
Isn't that 3 more than what? Yeah.
So that's
Call
2,
of Duty even.
That's 2, 4, 6.
Or Halo.
That's 6 maps off of the portal mode. So the game really only launched with 7 maps.
7 maps, yeah.
Yeah, so that's really nothing. There's not a lot of assignments in the game itself, which give you any real weapon unlocks or whatever, like other Battlefields have had, where like Battlefield 4 had objectives where you had to like do so much shit with a certain class or whatever to get this gun. This game doesn't have that. It's all really cosmetics. There's less character customization. People are pissed off about that. There's no global leaderboard. There's no battle log statistic tracker. There's no custom emblems that people can use like you could in Battlefield 4. You can make your own little emblem thing. There's no medals. There's no like badass, like, you know, Battlefield 4 had almost every Battlefield really has had that cool Battlefield music when the match is about to end. You got that cool Battlefield music about it.
Yes.
You know, it starts kicking in, you know, and you're like, holy shit, here it is, boys.
1942 had that.
Yep. You know, it doesn't have it in this game.
To me, it's like they really just want you guys playing that big
portal mode,
quest, whatever. But
yeah,
and get you guys in one big map and just all playing together.
There's less destruction. There's less destructible buildings. There's no levolution in this game, which there was in Battlefield 4, which was the biggest thing about Battlefield 4 was levolution, where like, say you blew up the pillars of the building would collapse in the middle of the map, and now the map is changed a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Or the map would flood, or something would happen, right? That's not in this mode anymore. There's no spectator modes. There's no, like everyone said, there's no community servers because the servers are just fucking lame. There's apparently less guns than there's ever been in Battlefield. There's less gadgets than there's ever been. There's no leaning manually. There's no diving while you're swimming. There's no vaulting high walls. There's no crouch sprinting. You cannot go backwards when you're prone. If you're near an explosion, you don't get any like knockback on your character. You know, where in previous Battlefields, like a tank would blow up, sometimes your character would get knocked to the ground because the tank blew up in front of them or whatever. There's no rolling if you fall from a big height, like if you fall from a wall or something. Your character doesn't roll, you know, when you used to in the previous games. Like I said, there's no scope adjustments either. Where in Battlefield 4 you had scope adjustments, or even in Battlefield 5 and 1, you can adjust your scope based on the distance. Say somebody was out 500 meters, you can adjust your scope to 500 meters, so you don't have to like aim up or down, right? You could just shoot them with the reticle. You know what I mean? Like you can't just you can't zero in your scope anymore. People are pissed off about that. That there's, you know, anti-tank sucks. Literally, it takes like, dude, using that stupid whatever the fuck it's called, it's called something like the F5 fucking something recoilless launcher or whatever the fuck. Some stupid rocket launcher they made up for the future. It's trash. That shit takes like, I shot a tank today 4 times, dude. That fucker was still alive somehow. I'm like, how the fuck did I shot you 4 times with the rocket launcher.
He must have an engineer, or he might have somebody in the sniper class on the other side of it repairing it the entire time.
The fuck?
Don't you remember doing that in Battlefield back up in 2? Come
still,
on, you're back there behind it going, repair.
4 fucking times I shot you and you're not fucking blown up. It's some bullshit, dude. And yeah, people are just pissed off about little shit, you know, like the other one thing that people are really kind of pissed off and salty about is that in other Battlefields, and I think it started in Battlefield 3 really, when somebody would shoot at you with the machine gun, your character would get suppressed, so it would make your screen kind of blurry, you know, like it would make you take cover because you couldn't see shit. Now that's kind of gone. There's no suppression system at all. You can't really suppress people when, like, if you have a light machine gun, you can't sit up at a window and shoot at a corner to keep the enemy back because they can't really see where you're shooting from, you know? Right? And, like, it's kind of, like, gone. So, yeah.
So do you think, on a more positive note, do you think there another 6 to 9 months, all these things, Jesus, you listed, I mean, it sounds like
Yeah,
you might be reading that list backwards, right?
Yeah, it'll all be addressed, dude. I can almost guarantee that EA will fucking fix most of these problems. I feel like within the next, like you said, 6 months easily. They're probably gonna fix most of these, if not all of them. It's Battlefield. This is their core shooter, man. Like literally, it's this and Titanfall. And I mean, the last Titanfall didn't really do that hot at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Like it didn't. It really didn't.
It was okay. Yeah, I mean, Apex people were playing it. And, yeah.
Yeah, Apex is also probably their big. It probably really is Battlefield and Apex that are their biggest fucking shooters. You know what I mean? Like, and there's another mode in this Battlefield. It's called like Squad. What the fuck is it called? Like Squad Hazard mode or something? Is that called a Hazard mode? Which I think is like a battle royale mode or some kind of mode that I haven't even tried, but I know it's squad based. So you get in there with 4 players, and I think it's battle royale or something. I don't know.
No, shit. Wasn't that with AI characters? Didn't they have that in?
No.
Fuck! Didn't that come out for Battlefield? What the hell Battlefield was that? Jesus, that had the AI characters. Was it Battlefield 4?
Oh man, no.
Is that what that was? Damn, because I remember playing that with you guys years ago. But yeah, you played with bots.
I'm not sure.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I know somebody's out there yelling, going, "Yeah, motherfucker! It was on old gen consoles. I remember that."
I don't know. So it says here that you get in there. I'm looking at the website. So apparently you get in there with 4 players, and you have to locate and retrieve critical data drives scattered in a battlefield while you fight other squads that are doing the same thing and occupying forces, which I'm assuming is AI also, I guess. So there's AI, other squads competing against your squad. And I'm assuming the AI is defending the objective while the other squads are trying to also attack the objective. And you're also trying to attack the same objective to get to the objective before the other squad does. And then you have to extract the intel. And apparently if you extract it, you get stuff. It sounds like fucking Dark Zone from fucking what's that?
Yeah. I did have the
other game?
Division 2. Yeah, I had Division 1 and 2 on my mind for a minute.
It sounds like that, doesn't it? Where you get in there, you extract shit out, and you have to extract it. Because it says here, when with great risks comes great rewards, and Hazard Zone offers plenty of both. The more intel you gather, the more XP and dark market credits that you earn. Which means better equipment for your squad the next time in the next match. I don't know. What the fuck is a Dark March? I don't even know what the fuck this is. It sounds like Dark Zone to me. Whatever the fuck is what it sounds like, right? Like a Battlefield Dark Zone. Like, whatever, I guess. Maybe I'll check it out at some point. I fucking fine now, man. But that's all I really play, dude. I really haven't got much else time, to play. It fucking work. It's fucking so busy this time of year, dude. It goes from like being so normal to just like go fucking hectic shit. Like, fuck, man. Fuck. Just fuck.
I don't remember. Was this your first holiday there? Second holiday, right?
Yeah, I was there last year, and it was the same shit. Same shit last year. Where like November.
I mean, the same in my work. I mean, it's just, it's we ship food to go.
November came around, man, and fuck, dude, it's like so much shit just going out the door. Like fucking it's bad. It's pretty bad. But anyways, that's all I played, dude. Like, I really haven't played much else. Anyways, what you been playing, Mel?
Oh, I just want to hit on. I didn't really play it very much, but I got to watch my son play a lot of the Halo Infinite multiplayer. He jumped on my account and started playing ranked right away because he wanted to see what it was like, and he ended up placing pretty high. I mean, he enjoyed it. We're playing this on PC. I think I was only getting I think about 80 frames, if I remember right, on it, which was kind of low for like on my PC, but that's running at 1440, like a true 1440 with like the maxed out settings and all that stuff. But he was enjoying it. Like I said, I'm not a Halo person really at all, and I never really played much of the old Halos. And to me, like that, like you said, that lack of aim down sights kind of bugs me. It's kind of like that, just run gun kind of thing. And the other thing I noticed about the game, I thought was kind of weird, was that the enemies are really like highlighted. Like where when we played Battlefield or when we're playing like Call of Duty, we play like, was it the realistic mode or whatever? You actually had to look for the enemies and try and figure out where they are. And on Halo, they just kind of light them up for you. You can change the color that they light up, and it's just all about kills. I feel like, but it looks like the game has a lot of modes. Like he was going through different modes, and it looks like there's just a lot of fun modes to play. Like you say, Jesus, with a group of friends, it could be fun to get in there and play capture the flag or a couple of those other modes. But yeah, I mean, he was just kind of go through and playing around with that game a lot. But I don't know, Gunny, did you play any of the Halo Infinite?
No, I didn't. No. I didn't play any more of it.
So I probably myself will not play it. My son, like I said, my youngest son has been playing my account. I thought maybe if I did play it until Jesus mentioned it, I would play it on Steam since it is on Steam. But you said I have to link my Microsoft account, so I can't exactly do that because my son's using my Microsoft account because he don't have his own. He don't have an Xbox at his mom's, so it's just the Xbox we have here. So when he's on his PC, he just logs into my account.
I see.
So he's pretty much using my account.
Yeah, I do have it installed. It's installed on my Xbox, but not, or actually. So with the Game Pass for PC, it doesn't redirect you, right? You just have the option, right? Because it's a free to play game.
Yeah, it's just listed under the Game Pass games. Like I just installed it right off of there. I didn't install it off of Steam, so I didn't try the Steam version or nothing like that. But Jesus said, it just links you to your Xbox account, so you have to log in with using that anyways. But I just went to the PC Game Pass and downloaded it that night they had announced it, and he checked it out and he played it. Oh, for probably a couple of days.
Yeah,
and like I said, he ranks in Platinum 3, first time ever playing a Halo game. He's a little younger, so I mean he's 16, but he never played Halo. He wasn't a big in Halo, but yeah. So besides that, I myself have been playing a lot of Apex still. I know Jesus is such a fan of Apex over there anymore, but I did get to play with Brink. We played some games with Brink and Pigeon just the other night, actually.
10 point.
They were playing the regular Battle Royale mode. And that game just feels so much different in regular Battle Royale. Like we would just die of just random stuff or get in the first firefight we come across and pretty much die. But when I play it in arenas, it's completely different. I don't know if it's because we're evenly matched, because you all have the same amount of shields and you're picking your preferred loadout and all that. But like it seems like when you get in a firefight in the regular Battle Royale mode, it just seems like either you get third partied or the other team has got like red shields and you're wearing white and you have a hard time. But we were just getting kind of owned against the first team that we just run across. And sometimes we'd make it to like top 4 teams, and then that 4th team would find us and they would pretty much own us. Or we would make it, the 50th team, or we'd drop with another team and that team would pretty much wipe us out. But it seems like it's a completely different game when you're not playing arenas. And that's where I've been playing. So I try to talk, I'd talk Brink into, coming over and playing some arena with me, and the game would go way better. I think we would have some streaks where we'd win like 8 or 9 in a row with Brink and Pigeon. I also played some with Couch and Pinpoint. And we did a lot of arenas over there. And again, the same situation. It just, the games where we'd have streaks where the matchmaking would go really well. We just play unranked. and then we kind of switched up and play some ranked and get some points, for our ranked characters. But I mean, overall, it's still a fun game. There's still a lot of people playing it. Even though there's all these new shooters out, you got Battlefield out there, you got Halo out there right now that's free. There's still a lot of people playing Apex. So, besides that, picked up this week on the Switch the Pokemon Brilliant. Which one was it now? I'm trying to think. Is it? Oh my gosh! It's got like the blue cover. Help me out, Jesus.
You texted it to us. I can go back to the text message since I think it's an overhyped game, but
yeah, I'm not the big Pokemon
but
guy,
I'm a boomer.
So my son was, and Brilliant Diamond. So I bought the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. This is supposed to be a remake. And they just basically kept it the same exact game with modern graphics and a little bit better UI. Maybe some different animations for your character abilities and stuff, but he's been grinding through that game. I played it a little bit. It's typical Pokemon. It doesn't feel any different than Let's Go Pikachu that we have. But it seems to, play really good. It has more character customization, I guess, than the other Pokemons did. There's, I think, like 4 different boy characters you can choose from and maybe 4 different girl characters. My son was kind of giving me a whole breakdown on it. He's like, no, and this one you can do this, and that one you can do that. And he's way more into it than I am. That's why I figured this was a Jesus game, but you haven't played one in a while, have you? No, he's over there shaking his head.
No red and gold and silver and blue.
Yeah, but after that, I'm trying to think what else I played. A little bit of Thrill of the Fight again in VR. I had all the kids over, and we were playing that in VR. So this is a boxing game in VR. It's supposed to be really technical. There's only about 8 different enemies you have to fight against. So, but think Wii boxing, except for just better graphics in Wii boxing, but not like real modern age. It's not like the Creed boxing game that has better graphics. But it's just kind of somewhere in the middle. But you got a lot of blocking, counter punching, and it wears you out. It's a really good workout. They were all having fun with that. Played some Beat Saber the other day as well. Since reinstalling all that on my PC, we had to add the mods, running custom music levels because I'm not about to pay $30 for the Billie Eilish pack.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you paid that $30.
So.
Yeah, come on, you like the Billie Eilish.
No, Billie Eilish is completely fine, but why pay $30 for it? I can just run a mod and download all the music I want on my PC.
For free.
Right.
Yeah, literally, it's like a list.
And the mod is so easy. You just download a thing called Mod Assistant, and you install it, and you checkbox what you want your Beat Saber to have, like custom sabers or able to download custom songs. And you literally right in the menu of the game, you can just like download.
You search any song.
Yeah. It's that easy.
It's not hard at all. It's so ridiculously easy, yeah.
That's for noobs who bought an Oculus with no knowledge.
I wonder if the people who've bought Oculus Quest 2 can name mod.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Can you mod your Quest, Gunny?
I think so.
I don't know. It's now sitting in a box because Kyle doesn't want to sell it. And I need to find that out. Maybe I should take it with me on my little holiday.
Try to
on
mod
holiday
it
this week.
Try to mod it, dude.
Oh, that's a good idea because it's not like we're going to do anything with it. I should just take it and keep it as my own.
Probably fucking void your warranty or something on that shit. Oh, you've altered the software.
Who cares? It's a big paperweight right now. I should just mod the damn thing.
Just do
whatever.
it.
I'll void that software and everything.
Just jailbreak it and put new software on there. Fuck Oculus OS.
Yeah, it doesn't need a Facebook account, so whatever.
Put some Valve Index shit on there or something. I don't know. Figure it out.
I'm going to put all my PlayStation games on there. Give a shit.
I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, the only thing I've done besides that, at my computer, I ended up buying myself a new chair the other day, so I'm like a little more comfortable sitting here recording these long episodes. So.
Yeah, that looks very. What would you say? Like that's some chair ASMR you got going over there. Like it seems velvety. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's like it's just velvety. It's cloth,
Oh.
So it's actually like a fabric cover. It's not that pleather covering or anything like that.
Oh.
It was an expensive chair. It's like the same price as basically a Secret Labs chair. But
Yeah, those were pricey. I was looking at those on. Somebody had put them on Twitter, like, "Oh, you can get $50 off or $100 off," and I was like, "Geez, how much? Oh my gosh, how much are those things?" Yeah, 400 was like the cheapest.
400. Yeah.
Yeah,
So this thing,
that was the cheapest one.
You know, like how some of the chairs are, like the base down there where the wheels hook are plastic, where this is like a metal base, and the wheels are really nice, and all the bolts are really thick bolts with what's a little wrench you use on them? I can't think off the top of my head now. With an Allen wrench. So like it has those, but they're really thick and sturdy bolts and chrome plated. I mean, they just look like they're really high quality.
Oh yeah.
And even the armrest, everything locks. So like you can side shift them left and right.
Listen now.
And turn them. And yes,
we have one question now. This is what everyone wants to know right now. Is it American made?
I have no idea.
Where is it made? Because it sounds like it's made in America.
Is this made in America?
I'm gonna have to look now. Hold on.
Look underneath the chair. Don't hurt yourself.
Don't hurt yourself. Need you to go find out this is American made.
Oh, I'm not gonna crawl under this shit.
You can just Google it. It's fine.
Yes, I am gonna Google.
Google if this chair is American made. If it's not made in America, throw that shit out, Mayo. Guys, we only take American made stuff here. Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be made in Germany.
Yeah, right. Some fucking shit like that. Made in Slovakia. Fucking shit. Oh fuck.
I can find her on Amazon.
Can you?
But what kind of chair did? Okay, I've got the Respawn, whatever the fuck chairs, right? They were cheap.
Was that made in America?
Probably, I doubt it because Kyle's chair, which you got the same one, like the two bolts came out. You know where your ass is, like on the backside. They came out, and I had to put them in there last week. It's like that lumbar support, but it's the metal part, the part in the back.
Yeah.
I think there's 2 or 3 more bolts.
How the fuck did that come out? What did he do to it?
Maybe no. Oh, it wasn't me because I made him do his own chair. He didn't put him in tight enough.
Oh, you made him do his own chair. What a
They
dick.
took a couple months to work their way loose.
Put some Loctite on those fuckers.
I thought about that. I should have got some blue or red Loctite.
Yeah, that shit'll hold him in there.
I don't recommend order my chair from Amazon because it's more expensive. I got mine from Micro Center, and I paid $3.99, and Amazon has it for $5.19. So,
ouch!
Wow.
Yeah.
But does it say American made?
Adjustable lumbar. It doesn't. I can't see where it says anywhere.
American made, motherfucker. Yeah.
Probably not.
This is not good. It's not. I don't like this no more.
We don't make anything here, Jesus. I don't know why you were even thinking that.
I like the chair. I like the chair till it was not American made. No, I don't like it no more.
Oh. Is your chair American made, Jesus?
I mean, if we do have them American made, it's going to be like a wooden chair.
Wooden chair?
At a custom wood shop.
The Amish in Ohio.
Yes.
Some Amish American.
In Ohio or Pennsylvania.
Amish American made chair.
Maybe a rocking chair. I don't know what they make.
Or have a fucking eagle on it or something. Yeah, Americans, we like to put eagles on shit or flags and what else? Guns. Let have a gun or
anything taxidermy-ish.
Or a fucking deer.
Deer, yeah.
A fucking like
Longhorn edition.
Yeah. Or a fucking bull or something. Why do Americans do that, man? What do we do? Why do we do this? Why do we put flags and guns and like motherfucking eagles?
Budweiser placards everywhere.
No, I think they're trying to appeal to the people that are like, I want American made only.
American made. You think
Harley
so?
Davidson.
The flag.
I don't. I mean, I like the flag, but I mean, I don't want that shit on my fucking chair. Like, it's cool, man. Respect the flag and whatnot, but still, You know, just saying, man. You know, I learned a fun fact today, Mayo. You want to know something funny?
What's up?
George Washington, right? Right, Gunny? You know who George Washington is, right?
Number one.
El jefe numero uno.
See?
Who was at one point a British general.
What?
You know that? You didn't know this, did you?
Bullshit.
George Washington was
wait. I never... Wait, okay, now, okay.
Was...
Yes, I totally forgot.
A British army, a fucking redcoat general or something like that. I think he was a general. That or a colonel. One of the two. But I'm pretty sure he was a general, actually. For the British Army, Mayo. Became the great, glorious leader and founder of the country of the United States of America, Gunny. First president.
That's right. I totally forgot. We weren't Americans until that day in 1776.
First president ever. You know?
I forgot we were something before we were American. Hello.
Yeah, we were fucking.
We were Brits, Mike.
What the fuck? We were fucking colonists. What they called us?
Yeah, colonists.
Those dirty hippies living in those damn colonies out there in the new world.
Original.
We were the fucking hipsters living in the new world. Look at those fucking hipsters in the new world. Bunch of fucking dirty hippies over there.
Yeah.
All them dirty hippies moving to the new world. How dare they, mate? Listen.
Original 13, are they?
Listen, our great founding father, George Washington, said, I ain't talking like no fucking Brit no more. I'm dropping that motherfucking accent real quick like.
So what is that accent? American. I wonder, is that...
That's true, right? What is that? Because how did we lose that accent? If originally most people were British colonists right here in the 13 colonies, well, there was probably French people and like Italians and Spaniards all mixed in. It was all probably a mixture, right? But
yeah,
a lot of them were British, man. What happened to the accent, bro?
Yeah, what happened to it? Where did we get it from? Canada?
Did we steal it from the Frenchies? The Canadians?
There was no Canada yet.
Gunny be the person to ask. He was there.
I mean, listen, no, man. The Frenchies.
My great grandfather was there, wasn't he? It could have been a mixture of Australian, and then once it hit there, it like became like general America, just like I'm talking now. Yeah, that's what it was. I don't know. I'm making it up as I go here. Right in history.
I mean, I'm trying to think, dude. Like,
no, that's a good question. I never thought of that.
Where did the American accent come from? Because people around the world say Americans have an accent. Like the way Americans talk, obviously it's not like the British, but we both speak English. It's just Americans speak it better, you know.
That's
man.
Interesting.
Man.
I mean, as I'm just thinking original 13, and then we all kind of everybody kind of spread out. Some went north, some went the Cajun way, right? Well, who are the Cajun people? Those were the more French style type, and then the Texans, right? The Texas, Louisiana accent, and I don't know, Alabama, and interesting. Interesting, Mike. Good stuff.
But you know what, Gunny? As much shit as we talk about the Frenchies, without France's help, America would have probably got, or the colonists at the time, or whatever the fuck they were called, revolutionaries. I don't know what the fuck were they called at the time. Probably revolutionaries, right? Because they weren't Americans yet. The fucking terrorists that were revolting against the British government would have probably failed miserably without the French help, dude. Gotta give it up to the French. Not even kidding, dude. The French provided military. They provided navy. They provided soldiers. They provided actual fucking training for the fucking colonists. Because the colonists had like little militias and shit, but like they didn't have like fucking proper fucking military. Like, you know, back in the time, we're like, hey, mate, you gotta line up and get shot at one at a time.
Well, people don't realize too that America is based on a lot of. What do you call it? French, the same way the French does their government.
Oh, democracy?
Yeah. Yes. Same. and I think even the president or prime minister or whatever they call him.
Yeah.
You know, even says that to this day, and you know, especially when they brought over the Statue of Liberty. You know, we are good friends, eh?
Oh, mate. But yes, the French actually did help America quite a bit during the time of peril when The British got a little out of hand, Mayo, wanted his taxes a little too much for their damn tea, okay? Mm-hmm. They got a little too greedy, all right?
Isn't that when they went to Boston, right, in the car? Right, they all got in the car and went to Boston?
They got a little too fucking greedy with them taxes, Mayo. But fun fact about great General George Washington, all right, who could have been King George Washington if he had chosen to, Gunny, but he decided not to. He even set a term limit for himself because he said, look, if I wanted to tell you guys right now, I could be president for the rest of my life. You guys would probably agree to it. But he was like, no, fuck that shit. There has to be limits to this power. You know what I mean? And thanks to him, there's limits to that power, Mayo. You know that?
2 terms.
Because he could have easily said, look, I want to be president to the day I die. And that's the rules. If you're elected president, you're president till you die.
This place could have been Tropico.
Yeah, this place could have been Russia, Mayo, okay? You could have been a fucking commie right now, but you're not, Mayo. You're American.
I know, right?
You're fucking American. All right, but listen. All right, did you know for a fact... Hold on, let me Google this real quick.
Oh, you got to make sure.
He's got to get his facts right.
Hold on, got to get my facts straight here. Okay, so there's that. Okay. Did you know George Washington? I gotta bring facts here, Mel, from Google. Was 67 years old when he died. 67. That's quite old
young.
for those age. But think about the time he lived in, dude. Back in them days, if you lived to be past like 40, you were like ancient, dude. You know what I mean? You were like old when you were like 25. Okay? Your working years were like from fucking 9 years old to like 22 or something. And then after that, you were just old, Mayo. You were an old man Gunny after that.
That's crazy.
But this guy lived to be 67. Such a great, glorious leader, supreme leader, George Washington. Lived to be 67, Mayo. But you know the day he died? What year? 1799, Mayo. 1799, right? Mel,
what?
Do you know when the first fossil of a dinosaur was discovered?
Nope.
In the year 1822. So you know that our great leader, founding father of this nation, first president to be the first president of the greatest superpower to ever exist on the planet Earth, died not knowing that dinosaurs even existed?
Damn.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that like the most wildest thing in the world? It is to me. Because I just assumed everyone knew dinosaurs existed forever. Like, yo, man, they must have known cavemen existed a long. Like, somebody must have knew, right?
I wonder too about people like back then if they didn't know what oil was, and then when did we first discover oil?
Think about back then, Gunny. Somebody at some point, right? Like, think about like the 1500s or something. Long time ago. Somebody at them some Mongolian running around with Genghis Khan or something must have found a big ass bone of a dinosaur somewhere, right?
What's this?
Yeah, I wonder
that's not the boy.
Yeah, I wonder what the fuck did they think that was at that point? They were like, this is just a big rock that looks like a bone. Yeah, I've seen this in the battlefield before. This looks like a big rock that looks like a bone. It's a giant.
Where are the giants? They must not be here. Let's search them out. They probably going to go.
And that's probably why people thought giants and shit existed back in the day, and like dragons and shit, because they found all these fucking crazy bones everywhere, and thought this shit belonged to a dragon or something, when all it really was a fucking bone from a dinosaur. And they're like, oh yeah, this shit fell off of a dragon, dude. Like, yeah, totally believable, man. I believe that shit. You know what I mean? Like, no one who...
Like somebody's going to be fact check them, Yeah, let me go Google it to make sure this guy's correct.
Let me fact check you real quick, bro. Yo, Gunny, check out this fucking dragon fucking wing I found out in the field, bro. Check this shit out. I found that I was digging a big hole out there to take a shit in. I found this big dragon tail. It's just a big ass
pterodactyl. It's more of a dragon.
It's just a big ass fucking bone of a T-Rex or something. Look at this shit. It's a fucking dragon tail. Isn't that crazy? That crazy? George Washington died not knowing they existed, man.
It is.
That is fucking nuts. That is the fucking craziest thing to me in the world.
We are such a young country, aren't we?
You think about the history of like America. America's so young, yet so powerful. Like, how the fuck did America become so powerful so fast?
Yeah, how did they do that? I don't know.
Magic and fucking everybody up until they stop messing with you, I guess. Or I guess maybe when you start off as 13 bullshit ass little colonies and fuck up the world's biggest military and start your own country, maybe nobody decides to fuck with you after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
Like the little kid that beat the biggest
exactly. It's like if you go to prison and you just beat up the biggest fucking guy there, like no one's gonna really fuck with you after that, you know? Like, oh, that motherfucker.
Or drop a couple nukes on him. Yeah.
Like, this motherfucker's crazy. He fucking beat up the biggest guy in this prison. Like, we shouldn't mess with that guy. Or that little kid beat up the biggest bully in school. Yeah, that's what happened. America! Yeah! Fun facts with Jesus. Welcome to history class, guys. We're dropping some history. Look, you guys learn something new every time you come here. Listen, we're teaching you how to become the best executive at your company with just an acrylic block. Think about that. Who else would give you that top secret? That's a fucking... That's a secret, Mayo. That's a fucking trade secret. Every fucking CEO and executive made it there one way. Acrylic block. That's it. Done. George Washington didn't know dinosaurs existed. That's fucking nuts.
Well, we do have a dinosaur in office now.
Dude, we might have been around when the dinosaurs were around. I don't know.
I was trying to tie that in somehow.
He somehow must have been around back then. Maybe he was around when George Washington was still around, dude. He was still around back then. Hey, guys. I met George Washington once. I hung out with him when I was a kid.
We were playing in school together.
Old ass motherfuckers. They're dinosaurs themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, you think about that, man. Like, you think about, like, I always like, that's why I love history, man. You think back of history and, like, all these crazy fucking superpowers, and you look at, like, all these empires and the richest people and the most powerful militaries and all this expansiveness and all this greatness, and it always comes to an end somehow. All of it always comes to an end. Every empire, every single empire in the history of the world.
You always think about,
has come to an end.
The one thing I think about is, as I watch these movies like 300, Gladiator, all these different whatever, and then some of the other movies that are all empire movies. I always think about, they say, Rome wasn't built in a day, but also Rome didn't fall in a day. I always think about that.
No, it didn't. Like you think about like the gradual, slow decline of the Roman Empire. Like if you look at the history of the Roman Empire, they were just too fucking big, man. They got too big for their bridges, and they ended up just trying to make too many people that weren't part of their culture. They're part of their culture, and they just accepted it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what happened to them, really. Because they were all this big fucking empire, and then they just wanted to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and cover more fucking land. Well, it got to a point where the fucking Roman emperor couldn't control the entire country, because guess what? You tell this motherfucker to do something and he doesn't listen. Now you got to send your fucking army over there to make him listen. Then he has his own army that's standing there protecting him. So your armies are fighting with each other. You know what I mean? Then you got all these fucking infighting between all your own militaries while you're also fighting other wars with foreign militaries, So it's like, what the fuck, And it gets to a point where, like, your people stop speaking your language because they've assimilated the other people's language that you just invaded because there's more of them than your people. You know what I mean? So it's like, it becomes too big for you, man. Like, the
pretty much, yeah.
It's too much.
It makes you think, like, but wow, like, like, when they think about, like, people that just want power, right? When you have money, you have power. But you're like, okay, isn't that too much power? Like, Like, that's too much, right? Like, you can only juggle so many balls. If you could say, fuck it, I can juggle 12 balls, or I'm just thinking that for that reference. 12 boba balls I'm juggling.
Oh.
But then you're like, holy shit, how can I juggle 15, 16?
If you fit 15 boba balls in your mouth, do you want 15 more, Gunny? You try to put them in there. How are you going to fit them?
I try to put them in there.
You try. Can't fit all the boba balls. You can't put all the boba balls in your mouth, Gunny, okay? Just 15 at a time, not 30, okay?
You got to choose some of the gelatinous balls.
But no, that's why they say America created the best government to ever exist, because there's a balance of power and checks and balances. That's why they created the three fucking system or whatever, the three branches of government, where like you got the president, who's the executive motherfucker. You got the Congress, who makes all the laws and tries to pass all the laws and shit. And then you got the Supreme Court and shit that tries to keep everything in balance. You know what I mean? Under the Constitution.
And the House. House of Reps.
Yeah, and the House of Representatives. They're all there to keep each other in balance, supposedly, right? But see, the problem is, Gunny, the way I see it is, the problem is when you get somebody in there at the age of 25, and they stay in there till they're 70, that means for 50 fucking years or whatever, they've been making friends and enemies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they know each other, and they all control the system, and that's the problem with the way shit is right now. You know what I mean? There's just
who was the dude in Cuba?
What do you mean, the dude in Cuba?
Fidel
Castro.
Was he the guy? Didn't he start when he was like 25 and went to 70?
Yeah. I
don't know. I thought that's who you were referring to.
And then his brother takes over. But like that's what happened. Like in America, man. Like that's kind of how it is with the politicians. You look at some politicians, dude. They're so old, and you're like, holy fuck, that dude was alive during like when schools were segregated and shit. Like there was segregation back then. These people were alive, and they grew up during that time. They were teenagers at that time. You know what I mean? You think about that, and you don't realize that until you start looking at it, and you're like, holy fuck. These guys were around during fucking the Vietnam War and shit, or like the Korean War. You're like, what the fuck? Like, holy fuck, this dude was born in 1930? Before World War II? And he's in the fucking Senate or whatever, or he's in the fucking House of Representatives or whatever. Like, you think about that shit, and it's like, that's kind of crazy to me, dude. That these people are senators and governors and shit like that, and
oh, right, the ones with no terms, yes.
Yeah, man, they got no limits.
Or the Supreme Court justices, yeah.
Yeah, those guys too. Yeah, they get in there for life. You're set, dude. Once you get appointed and you get confirmed, you're set for life. You're pretty much there for forever. Like you go till you die. That's your job. That's kind of crazy to me, dude. That seems a little kind of wacky, A little wacky tobacco, Mayo. We need more.
Don't get it, man.
We need more checks and balances. More! Add a new branch of government, Mayo. The People's Branch.
The gaming branch.
Oh.
I don't know.
No, man.
What do we need in there?
Listen, eventually gaming is going to become part of the government. And then we're all going to be part of the meta Facebook world. And Facebook will be the new government.
Right? Oh, no.
Right, you ready for that? You ready for Zuckerberg to be your new president, Mayo? Of the new superpower?
The only thing I wouldn't want it to be is something like China, where I get told I can only play for 4 hours a day or something. No.
No, he wants you in there all day, so you can just be in there all day. You can only...
Okay.
Listen, this reversed. You can only log off for 2 hours a day. Oh. What's up now, Gunny? Look at Gunny. He's like, holy fuck. This guy reversed real quick.
I think this may work out for somebody like, let's say, because I'm a truck driver and there's other truck drivers out there, and we need a gaming day, right? That's instead of, like these sick day or mental days, there's gaming days for truck drivers, people that are out there in the trenches like me and others like me. We need gaming days. Like you get your birthday off, or your day off to vote or whatever. Gaming days. That's what we need. Speaking of that, Jesus, I played a game.
Oh, wow. We're still on that. I thought we were in history class. Okay, go ahead, Gunny.
Yeah. So the as you know, Jesus, as of last week, if you were a part of that, I was playing Satisfactory on the Epic Store with Ghost Nico.
Oh.
And really, really, really just fucking getting into that game like hardcore. And so Saturday, I wake up, I'm like, I'm gonna go play some Battlefield, and it's a free Call of Duty weekend, so I downloaded that. And so Nico's like sends me a message like, hey, Satisfactory, it's on sale on Steam, and it plays better on Steam. Basically the same fucking game I've been playing for the last 2.5 weeks. Of course I have to buy it on Steam, because this game is crack. I love it. Yes, I bought it on Steam too. Same day, downloaded it. It's only 15 gigs. And it's the only game I've been playing. It's just like, it's like my World of Warcraft is what it is. I can't stop. I mean, I have to stop to go adulting and, work and stuff. But so, yeah, Nico's got this set up as basically a server. It's up and running all the time. So if anybody would like to join, yeah, you're more than welcome to get in there. Just contact Nico and ask him for the old password and whatever that other IP address is. Pretty easy to set up because this game is already set up for that because we're using the experimental build. Where before we were playing the stable build. So a little bit different where this one's more like, hey, anything they add, like every 3 to 4 days, if they add fucking ladders to the game, it comes to experimental.
Before it comes to stable. So it's like the...
Yeah. Remember last week, or a couple weeks ago, Mayo, when I was talking about I didn't know what the hell that mode was for? And I thought it was like a modded mode. Well, yes, it can be for mods, but basically, no. It's an official mode. It doesn't unlock everything. You still have to go grind for everything. But I think you could take like a platform like in Fortnite, we use a lot of those. But, they're for making, factories. But yeah, now you can kind of clip them through things, and not now, but me and Nico, that's what we're doing now since we're using that experimental build. There's a few things that I like and don't like about the experimental build versus the stable build. But it might just be little things where when I get out of a vehicle, like almost like my arm goes invisible, because it does have that, almost that Apex look to it. If you ever go watch gameplay, because you're always carrying around like a sword or a what am I thinking of? What are the things that shocks people? You can have guns in your hand or whatever. You're shooting creatures, and yeah, it's a weird game, right? You're shooting creatures and building factories. I know, but this time around, like we're just going hardcore, man. We're building all the basics, everything we can. We're trying to get the space elevator unlocked to put more resources in it. It's so grindy. It's just, and so much busy work, There's never really a moment where I guess you can just stand there and do nothing, but there's always something to do. Always something to build. And what's kind of cool is where we had our old base and in this map, we're kind of behind it. So it's a good spot. It's actually really good. I like where he's got it really, the first part of our setup. And there's a creature in there that I forgot what it's called, but it's a something dog or whatever. But it's pretty cool. I think we call it Little Buddy. It's like this orange little dog that you can pet and you can feed it things. Feed it some berries. Mm-hmm. And it's supposed to take you to find these power slugs that will, help your factory in the long run. So kind of nice. We got a little pet. And yeah, we just drive our tractors around. We got tractors. They look like, what do they even look like? More like a van truck thing, something you'd see like that you take on Mars, exploration, but
a rover.
Not that futuristic. Yeah, like a rover. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, and even yesterday, man, I was like switching off between my world and the community world. So that server's up and running for anybody. You can just join it. So yeah, I'm sure I'll be grinding away in that game and just playing some Forza Horizon. Yep, 5. That's all for me.
Are you liking this game more? Because like I said, I noticed a lot of off-road racing. Is this more like your dirt itch or
Yeah.
is your experience different?
No, it's more off-road, but I'm trying to think if it was any different in 4. Right? That was more, I felt like that was more road. Right? Where you were in
4 had a lot of on-road stuff.
Yeah. And then 3, that was more off-road. Right? So maybe they're just kind of going back and forth for each installment. Playground.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, because they had, was it Forza Horizon 2? They actually had a Colin McRae, like off-road DLC, which they charged a lot of money for. I think it was like $20 or something, but that was way back in the day. With extra cars and stuff, so. And not even that many tracks. But shit, so that was back on Xbox 360. So, yeah.
Nice.
That's all I've been playing. A little Rift Breaker. Another twin stick shooter RPG base builder sim thing. Like I can't get enough of those.
I think I added that to my Xbox the other day. I downloaded it.
Yeah, it's available on Game Pass PC and Xbox.
Yeah, I need
console.
to get to that. I think I downloaded that in the Avengers game on Game Pass to try to get to.
Oh, yeah, there's another one. Yeah. Another one I've been seeing updates for. Which we bought before it was on Game Pass. Yeah, it's a decent campaign for the Avengers. I think you'd like it, especially the first 2 hours.
Nice. I mean, I kind of, way it talks, everybody always thinks I should be playing, what was it, the other Marvel game?
Yeah, I always forget the name of those guys.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said that game is really dope.
Yeah.
So, I'll play the free one right now.
Ooh.
And also the
on Game Pass.
yeah. And then they added also who's the Wakanda?
Black Panther.
Black Panther. It's in there too. I hear that's really good. That's the one I got to play.
Oh.
So I feel like I need to get my money's worth out of that game, and I didn't.
You bought that shit?
Yeah, I know. Me and Ryan bought it. We thought it was going to be really good, and I don't know. The first 3 hours is good, and then it becomes this. I don't know. It's strange. It's a weird thing that they have you do, where you're talking with the Hulk Banner, and like it brings you into this like not multiplayer, but more of a like almost like this co-op, against AI characters, bots.
Yeah.
We went back to that again. I was like, wait, what happened? Yeah. So they knew they fucked up on that.
I have to get into is the DLC for Outriders that just came out this last week here. I'm hearing really good things about that. So
yeah, it's another one.
I'll get back into that game. I think it's end game stuff. So that's where I'd stopped playing, was the end game. So like maybe jump back into it. I'm in a good spot for it if I remember the game well enough anymore. I don't remember what I was doing anymore or what weapon loadout I had saved. But I kind of want to go back in and check it back out because I bought that game on Steam. I think
Good
that's
deal.
it, Jesus. I think that's all Gunny's playing.
Cool. Well,
That's
it's
all.
news time.
Pity.
Welcome to the news, ladies and gentlemen. The news of the week this week. Battlefield has a 74% negative user reviews on Steam. Nice, Battlefield. Hopefully EA gets their shit together and fixes that. In other news, Kojima Productions is now launching a new film, TV, and music division. That's right. You heard me right, Gunny. Death Stranding developer Kojima Productions has launched a new division dedicated to music, TV, and film. Based out of Los Angeles, California, the home of Hollywood. The new division is designed to take the game studios' games to other pop culture areas. The new team will be led by Riley Russell, who joined the company after a nearly 28-year stint at PlayStation in various roles, including Chief Legal Officer and VP of Business Affairs. I bet that guy has an acrylic block on his desk.
Oh, yeah.
The new division will be tasked with working with creative and talented professionals in television, music, and film, as well as the more familiar games industry, says Russell. The team has his charter, the goal of expanding to reach the awareness of the properties now under development at Kojima Productions and to make them even more of a part of our popular culture. Although we are a global organization, the new business development team will be centered in Los Angeles, California. We're truly excited and looking forward to working with the very best entertainment talent we can across all of the entertainment industries. Kojima Productions Business Development Manager Yoshiko Fukuda added, finding new ways to entertain, engage, and offer value to our fans is essential. In a fast-moving, ever-changing storytelling world, our new division will take the studio into even more areas that present our creative narrative beyond video games and to open up ways for our fans to communicate and immerse themselves in these spaces. Anyways, Hideo Kojima, you'll probably see some fucking weird album with Billie Eilish or something in him. I don't fucking know. Phil Spencer, my boy Phil with the nice jacket. The man with the nice jacket and the man with the plan over at Microsoft said he is considering taking action against Activision Blizzard.
Uh-oh.
As the outcry against its CEO, Bobby Kotick, continues to escalate. Bloomberg has now reported Spencer sent an email to all the Xbox staff addressing the situation, which began with the Wall Street Journal article earlier this week. This article claims that Kotick had been aware of sexual misconduct within Activision Blizzard for many years and gave examples of his own toxic behavior, including, among other things, threatening to have an assistant killed and overruling a decision to fire Treyarch co-head Dan Bunting following claims of sexual harassment against him. In his email, Spencer said he and the gaming leadership team at Microsoft were, quote, disturbed and deeply troubled by the horrific events and actions, end quote, at the Call of Duty publisher. Spencer added that he is, quote, evaluating all aspects of a relationship with Activision Blizzard and making ongoing proactive adjustments, end quote. So there's no details to what form of this action may take or be, but Xbox is a key platform for Activision Blizzard, given the popularity of Call of Duty and Overwatch among the Microsoft console community. But Phil Spencer did say that this type of behavior has no place in our industry. That is something that's true. And there's an update to all this. Phil Spencer has confirmed to IGN that this report was accurate. While he added no details about the action Microsoft might take against Activision, he gave the following statement. He said, I personally have strong values for a welcoming and inclusive environment for all of our employees at Xbox. This is not a destination, but a journey that we will always be on. The leadership at Xbox and Microsoft stand by our team and support them in building a safer environment for all. And then Activision also issued a statement saying, we respect all feedback from our valued partners and are engaging with them further. We have detailed important changes we have implemented in recent weeks. We will continue to do so. We are committed to the work of ensuring our culture and workplace is safe, diverse, and inclusive. We know it will all take time, but we will not stop until we have the best workplace for our team.
What do you think, Jesus? What do you think? What's
I think that it was all just PR. I mean, do you really think Microsoft would stop the sales of Call of Duty on their console.
Right.
Fuck no.
I think. Well, I can say I get you. It's definitely PR. I think Phil does have to say something along with Jim Ryan. I think especially at this point with all eyes on Bobby Kotick and Activision right now.
Yeah.
And I think if I'm just saying this, I'm just throwing it out there. If Jim Ryan said, you know what, I'm really serious about this, and I feel, that I'm gonna have to remove all Activision. Well, not remove them, but just like remove their shit from the store, which would be nuts, right? It would be crazy. I think Phil's hand would be forced, or Nadalia, right? I'm just thinking all the way from the top, right? They'd be like, all right, we're going to have to do the same, because they did it. But man, that would it would just move fucking mountains, man, over at Activision. I think that would just, I don't know. I don't think it would come to that, but I'm just saying that would.
Let me tell you something.
It looks like he's not budging, right? It looks like he's saying, I don't want to leave. And yeah, I don't know.
Let me tell you something. Money talks.
Oh, yeah.
Call of Duty has too much money in the pot for both Microsoft and Sony. They're not going to let it go. They don't. Yeah. They don't have. They don't want to. It is the best-selling game every single month. Every single year.
Maybe Phil Spencer will just buy it.
They get 30% cut every time somebody buys a point pack or a COD point thing on the Microsoft Store or the PlayStation or digital content or the game digitally on the console. Microsoft gets 30%. So does Sony. And that's 30% out of every purchase. Best selling game every fucking month. Number one on the list.
Yeah. Let's not forget Warzone and its microtransactions, and previous Call of Duties that still sell microtransactions.
Yep. Too much money, man. It's not going to happen. But speaking of Sony's Jim Ryan says he has a critical response to Blizzard. Activision says he is not satisfied with how Activision Blizzard has responded to the recent scandals. So anyways, this is all based on what we heard recently with the same thing about Phil Spencer, saying that, Bobby Kotick was threatening to fire an employee, even kill one of his assistants or something. Ryan said that Activision has not done enough to address a deep-seated culture of discrimination and harassment. Added that PlayStation reached out to the company to see what it was planning to do in response of it. The incident was detailed in the article, and we do not believe the statements of response properly address the entire situation, he also said. And pretty much, he pretty much was just talking shit like Phil Spencer was about Bobby Kotick, saying like, yo, you guys,
same thing, yeah.
Right. You guys need to get your shit together. They kind of have to say that at this point. I mean, dude, you're threatening to kill somebody. What? You know what I mean? For whatever reason. I don't know what the reason was. I don't know about all that, but
I will end your career, man.
Yeah. Halo Infinite has now become the most played Xbox Game Studios title on Steam. What a surprise. Yeah. So Forza Horizon 5 just recently had the largest day one launch game in Xbox history. It had 4.5 million players on release day across PC and Xbox consoles playing. But there's no word on how many players Halo Infinite multiplayer has attracted on the Xbox. But on Steam, the game peaked at over 272,000 players on the very first day. This is the largest peak of concurrent player count for any Xbox Game Studios title on Steam. And, anyways, a lot of people are playing Halo. It's cool, I guess, if you're a Halo fan. I mean, it's free. It's really solid. If you're broke and want a free multiplayer, go get it. Which is literally free. You don't gotta do shit, Gunny. You just download it and play, dude.
Hell yeah. It's
Yeah.
It's good. I haven't played it in a couple weeks, but it's good. I mean, it's free. It's really solid. If it's, you know, if you're broke and want a free multiplayer, go get it. Which is literally free. You don't gotta do shit, Gunny. You just download it and play, dude. Hell yeah. It's Yeah. definitely enjoyed the beta.
Yeah.
Or whatever they're called them, the flight test. I did the flight test too, which was being a Halo insider.
Yeah. What else? In other news, the fuck? A 6-part Xbox documentary is coming to streaming platforms in December. That's right. Power On, Story of Xbox, will be releasing on December 13 on a number of free streaming platforms, including Roku, IMDb TV, YouTube, and Redbox. The series will cover the entire 20-year history of the consoles, and it appears it won't be shy to discuss the low points, too. So, there's that.
Famous Blackley, I hope he's a part of that.
I'm excited to watch that. I'll actually watch that, maybe. I don't know. And that's all I have for news. That's all I have. Go ahead, Gunny.
All right. Council Corner time, people. I don't know if the PlayStation stuff is up to date on this one, but for PlayStation Plus, for your Console Corner, I think it's still for November. Is it still Knockout City? First game. Second one is First Class Trouble. And number 3 is Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. So I hope I still have those up to date and correct for PlayStation Plus members. And for Xbox Game Pass / Gold members, you've got Lego Batman 2, DC Superheroes. I recommend getting this game. This one's actually really a lot of fun. I haven't played it lately, but Lego Batman 2. And even, just Batman's awesome, but Lego Batman, pretty badass. Superheroes, man. And your second game for gold is Kingdom 2 Crowns. Another fun game. I don't recommend playing it by yourself. You could, but it's well suited for a co-op friend.
This is one you played all the way through, wasn't it, Jesus? You
and Penn played that, right?
What?
I think it was Kingdom 2 Crowns. This might be the older one. There's Kingdoms or some shit, and then there's 2 Crowns, but
yeah,
I think they're both the same game.
2 Crowns just has co-op, I think.
Yeah.
Or something.
Definitely play that in co-op. And over on Game Pass, pretty obvious. I think It Takes Two and Forza Horizon 5, and I don't even think Halo would even be considered for Game Pass since it's just free on everything, mostly. But over to the Epic Store, you got 3 free games this week. First one is Guild of Gungeoneering. Number 2 is Kid. Is it Amnesia Expedition?
Yeah.
I think I just kind of separated the A here. Yeah, so that's Kid Amnesia Expedition. And your third game is Never Alone. Kasima. How do you say that, Jesus? Can you read that? Kasima Ingechuna?
Why are you making me fucking read it? What the hell, bro?
I don't know. You do the Japanese thing better, so.
Kasima Ingechuna.
Hoi! There you go.
Tap into your inner samurai Jesus.
Oh yeah, I gotta channel my.
That's what it was.
Gotta channel my inner Tom Cruise. Oh shit. Anyways.
And that's all we have for the console corner, folks.
Okay,
Thanks for listening.
Right.
Community questions. We did have some questions from the community. Jonathan Hall, he's got a question here, and he wants to know, what are 3 games you really want to just sit down and beat at some point? Ooh.
Okay. I got some.
I know what the first one is.
This year, I'm thinking about this year. Just in general, just go with this year.
That's what you guys are thinking. I'm just gonna throw out there one that I should jump back in and finish is Resident Evil Village. I kind of stopped playing that one.
Yeah.
I should get back to that one and try and finish it.
I was waiting for a sale on that one. Pick that up.
Yeah, there probably will be one this week on that for sure. I'm trying to think.
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order for me.
You never finished that?
No, never finished it.
It's a really good Star Wars game. That game is actually pretty solid, dude.
Yeah, I got to a little bit of a Lara Croft part, and I think like there were some other games that came out, and I just like, put that on the back burner. That went to my shame pile.
I'd say another one from me would be Deathloop.
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go.
Fell off that one pretty quick.
Deathloop for sure is one of them. I kind of want to go back to Far Cry, which I completely forgot I had. I literally just forgot I had that.
I don't know if I want to complete Far Cry though. I don't know. I think it's a good game.
I want to beat it. What's the other one? The one with the old lady. She's in space.
Returnal?
Yeah, that one. I want to beat that one too. The old lady, she's in space going crazy or whatever. They've added save points to that finally, so now you can save the game and not have to keep your stupid console on the whole time. Which is the dumbest shit in the world. Who the fuck thought of that? But yeah, I want to do that one.
I'm going to say Kenya Bridge of Spirits. I mean, that's a game I want to play. I want to play it and I want to finish it.
Okay.
And then as far as the third one, which one do I want to finish? I'm just thinking like definitely campaign-wise. The Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
That's a game I want to finish.
That game is fucking good. Finish it.
Even though I know most of the spoilers.
Just finish it. Just play it.
Every time I sit there and watch movies or a good television show, I always think, man, I wish I was playing The Last of Us 2 or something. Like, that's what I should be doing, Instead of watching this movie or TV show.
You ever watch those videos that they put on YouTube or whatever, or like people make like YouTube like videos talking about like how realistic a game is? And they always put like that game on the list because that game has some shit in it that like just little details that you would never notice. Like just playing it, you wouldn't notice it, but when you look at it and you look at it in detail, and you're like, holy fuck, they point that out, Like, it's insane how many details like Naughty Dog put into that fucking game, man. Like when people shoot at you, like how the bullets react are pretty realistic. Like, they'll go through windows or they pierce cars or whatever. Or they hit the ground next to you. You see the fucking little chips fly off the ground or whatever. Or fucking the way the people, when they punch you, like the way your character reacts or whatever. Like the bruises that appear on your character are based on the shit that happens in the game or whatever. Just like random little shit, And it's kind of wild. Like there's a video I watched one time that talked about like, just like, it was like 10 minutes of them showing like little details that Naughty Dog put into the fucking game that kind of really blows your fucking mind when you think about it. And you're like, holy fuck, they thought of all this little fucking shit, This is the dumbest shit ever, but it's like, you will never realize it when you're playing it because you're so used to playing games, right? You're just like not even looking for it.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't there, the game wouldn't be as good as it is, I don't think. You know what I mean?
Those little details, right?
Yeah, it's like those little details are what makes the game, you know what I mean? What makes it that good, What makes it memorable and shit, I think it's the same way for Uncharted. There's so many little details in those games, too, that you don't ever notice, but a lot of other games don't have that stuff, and Naughty Dog just decides to put stuff in there that people don't even realize that it's in there, until you go back and you're like, holy fuck, they thought of this, like, in this cutscene, this happened, and then like 20 cutscenes later, they bring it back up, but it's subtle that you don't even fucking realize.
Yeah, a lot of details definitely in
a lot of shit like that.
The last installment of
it's really
Nathan
cool.
Drake. Yeah,
I love those games.
But Sean Fuller, he wants to know: do you really play games, or do games play you? Ooh. Well,
I would say we play games.
No, yeah, me too. What the fuck? The fuck are you? How high are you? How high are you right now, Iams?
Hi. Hi.
Fucking.
Hi. Do games play you? I think there might be some games out there that do play you. I don't know.
There's no game that plays you. Come on, Gunny.
What the fuck? What if there's a game out there that doesn't value your time, Jesus?
Yeah, but drugs are bad, guys. This is what happens. You start doing drugs. This case, we got a prime example right here of what happens, guys.
You never played a game, and you come back on the show and you go, "I got played."
No.
No, okay, I don't know then. Maybe because we don't play them silly fucking mobile games. Like sometimes I do.
You say mobile games play you?
It seems like it sometimes. Like, don't fool me or play me, bro. Come on,
fam. I don't know, fam. Anyways,
Adam Wale. Oh, he was talking about what's the most fucked up thing we can pay Sean Fuller to eat. Ooh, what can we pay Sean to eat?
Oh, I'd probably get him to eat a whole jar of mayonnaise or something.
Ooh.
You could probably get him to drink like a whole bottle of mustard.
What's those challenges that people are always like, oh, you can eat a whole thing of this or a whole thing of that? What I forget what one of those are.
Just make him eat a whole jar of mayonnaise or something, or a whole mustard. How about this? We'll make him eat mustard and mayonnaise.
Together, mixed up.
Oh, God. No, one at a time. I want him to taste them both.
With the big metal spoon, Sean.
Yeah.
Like the big metal spoons you get at the like a restaurant. Not at the restaurant.
You only get 1 cup of water to drink throughout this sitting. You get 1 at the very end when you're completely done, but you only get 1 in the middle. So use it wisely to break up that thickness in your mouth.
You gotta flip a coin whether you want the mustard, eat all the mustard first or the ketchup first.
God. Or no, I got some mushrooms and mayonnaise. You put the mushrooms
and mayonnaise? Well, okay, what kind of mushrooms are we talking? Shiitakes or just regular ass?
I don't know.
The cheap ones?
What kind of fucking mushrooms? I don't know, man. They look like a mushroom.
There's all kinds of mushrooms out there,
like
There's
fucking mushroom connoisseur to you. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know the shiitakes, bro. You don't know the shiitakes? You ain't got none of those chanterelles?
Are you a fucking mushroom connoisseur, dude?
I used to work at a restaurant. Years ago.
All sorts of things about Gunny today.
I know, right? Gunny's over here talking about mushrooms and drugs. Gunny, what are you doing? God.
In my 20s, I used to work at a restaurant making desserts. Yeah,
I bet you made all the desserts.
I made some.
Yeah.
I made some good desserts.
Yeah.
Made some pies and some cakes, and I made mushrooms. And those were good. Mushrooms and pasta. Damn, I can't think of anything. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking like I don't think I know what I got for Iams. I don't know if he likes it or doesn't or hates it. Maybe just what about some chicken livers? Yeah, a whole plate of chicken livers.
Some chicken hearts. That's even worse.
Oh, you went a little robotic there, Jesus. What did you say?
Oh, you're breaking up on our end. Some chicken hearts.
Oh, you're breaking up.
No, you see, Gunny's breaking up on my end.
Yeah, I think we're losing Gunny.
Gunny, you're lost. The drugs are kicking in, Mayo. This is what happens to you.
Yeah, we're losing him.
He thinks I'm a robot.
Oh, it is Jesus. Okay.
He thinks I'm a robot, dude. I didn't turn into a robot, Gunny. Gunny, you think I turned into a robot?
Yeah, you were definitely... No. Okay, now you're back. Now you're back. You were definitely robotic.
Jesus. Next question, Gunny. God, next question.
Still robotic, my friend.
Yeah, we lost. Can you hear me good, Mayo?
Yeah, you're fine.
It's
okay, maybe it's me that's robotic. I don't know.
It's Gunny. Gunny's a robot now. Gunny, drugs are bad.
Since we're waiting on Gunny,
okay, yeah, those shrooms are those are the bad ones.
We'll jump in here. He's let's see. Brian Tulp Jr. He says, "What's the longest in line you've ever waited for something?"
I don't know. I'm trying to think, man. Like fucking the longest I've ever waited for anything.
I mean, I've waited in line to get I remember in Columbus here they do like a free concert, and I think I waited probably 4 hours to get in.
Yeah.
They had like a tailgate party kind of outside, so it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of shit. Like, I don't know, man. Probably something like that, a concert or something. Waiting to get in line.
Man, I don't know. I've never, when I watch the news and I think about when I see people, whether it's a free concert or it's, I don't know, a line for whatever it is, I don't know, food or something, but damn, I can't think because I don't, I don't wait in lines. That's my thing because I work so physically hard that it's rare for me to ever even stand in a line to get food where I almost refuse. You know what I tell the wife, I'm like, I'm not standing in that line. There's no way after working, 12 or 14 hours, I just won't do it. It's not even out of principle. It's more out of physical inability to do so.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, I'm just trying to think like over the years if there's any time that I've ever, like maybe Great America or something at a theme park, and it's summertime and those lines are pretty darn long.
That's the worst. I hate theme park lines.
Yeah. I think we were like, oh, we're going to get a season pass this time of year. And I felt like just trying to get through the initial door to security was, gosh, I felt like that was an hour and a half. And then to get the pass was an hour, another hour and a half. So that was like 4 or 5 years ago. Man, it's like still fresh on my memory because it was blazing hot and ugh.
Anyways.
Like I'll never do that again. Go the first week,
Next question, Gunny.
What's the next one here? We've got Brian Tulp says, what's the best Black Friday sale you have seen?
None.
I haven't seen anything either. I haven't really looked though.
I haven't looked either. I've been driving all day, so
Nothing.
I've been checking Twitter, but I haven't clicked on anything to see what's
just
good.
go buy it now. Fuck Black Friday. It's all stupid.
Well, I see like Best Buy does that offer of that where they match whatever, or this is the guaranteed best price since up to Black Friday and stuff. So I've been seeing a lot of that kind of stuff. I haven't looked very hard.
Yeah, I'll probably look more tonight and hopefully tomorrow morning because I don't do a long driving day. So nothing as of yet, Brian.
I got to work. I don't know about you guys, but I have to work Black Friday morning. So
me too.
I will be shopping.
I got to work at 4 a.m. that day, dude. It's
I get to be there at 5 a.m. that day. So
I'll be at the Nordstrom in Reno, Nevada.
I'll be waking up at 2 a.m. to go to work. Fucking fun time.
I'll be at the I'll be at the mall in Reno, Nevada, ready to shop. No tax, my friend.
Fuck you, Gunny. Okay.
Wait, they got tax there. Never mind. I'll be gambling, drinking. Bill Gardner, we got a question. Bill Gardner II. Since games that released in November, December don't count for this year, according to Jeff Keighley Awards, I guess this year is over. What are your personal front runners for games of this year?
Cyberpunk 2077.
Trash. That game is.
Since it didn't count last year, right? Or at least in December, supposedly. So I'm gonna say Call of Duty, Black Ops Cold War, and Cyberpunk 2077, and that's it.
Damn. What do you got there? Apex over there? Like we're all the games from like 2018, 19, 20.
I'm thinking some of my earlier games I really liked from the years, just like I just mentioned it earlier. I just lost my mind. Deathloop. Deathloop is one of them. I would say maybe even this new Forza, but maybe I'll get a little more time into it because this game I've been really looking forward to. Even though it hasn't brought a ton to the table, but it still seems to be a really solid game.
Yeah.
And after that, I'm not really sure.
Gosh, I mean, my mind's running through it, but I was thinking about that game 12 Seconds, where, I said that Daisy Ridley, she's not the greatest voice actress, almost ruins the game, but it's a really good fucking game, though. I gotta admit, It is. I played the hell out of that game. I liked it so much. But that's one of them, I think. William Dafoe and who was the other actor in that game? But I don't know, just the way that game was put together, it's so good.
Yeah.
But is that all we have for questions?
Looks like it.
I think so, guys. We are done with this show. Thank you guys for your questions. Appreciate it.
Where can we find you, Gunny?
Go find me on Xbox. And now over on Steam, still playing the same game. Gunny Chief. One word. Or the Gunny Chief, however you find me. Where do we find you, Mayo?
Hey, you're gonna find me over on Discord, Steam. The Xbox app is the Mayo or the Mayo one. Twitter is the Mayo. That's about it. We're playing probably some Forza this week. Get deeper into that game. What about you, Jesus?
Find me on everything. JesusWalksAlot. I'll be on everything. Find me on Twitter. Find me on everything. I don't care where you find me. Just find me. Now we're playing some games. Battlefield. That's all I'll be playing. That's it. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll catch you on the next week's edition of the Horrible Games Podcast. We're out of here. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye-bye.